Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Weighted Dice, a D&D show with everybody's favorite little D&D group. I'm your Dungeon Master Galestrom, and with me today, as always, are our lovely players, whose screens are all kinds of messed up. That's great.
Oh, hey, I'm Morris.
Oh hey,
Wait,
let me
what's
just.
going on?
I'm Nox the Rogue.
Wow, this is making a good episode. We get to play different characters.
This is a great episode.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, just switch around our character sheets. Let's see how this goes.
No, this is fine. This will be good. This will be good.
Hey guys, this is John from Shelf Games. See, it says it right there.
Oh my god, that was a good goof. That was a real good goof.
Solid.
So I am joined with our wonderful players. Starting at the top left, we have Mr. Teddy Gage. Ted, what's going on, dude?
Hey, not much, guys. I was in Mexico for a little bit. Now I'm back, and I'm still pasty as shit, but I'm ready to be a monk again, so let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
And to this right, we have our good friend Romeo Kilo 125.
Hi, everybody. I have been in the same place I always am for a little bit, and I guess you could call me pasty.
You look more tan than me, I'll say that.
And then down here, we have our good friend Bad Wolf.
Hey
How you
guys,
doing?
I'm gonna be playing Nox. She is a wood elf rogue. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
And then,
I'm trying to remember where we left off.
Right? Me too. I'm like,
and also joining us, we have our good friend John from Shelf Games.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's John from Shelf Games, and I am playing Rylai, who is a gender-fluid half-elf with the powers of a warlock who garnered them from a half-crazed demigod, and they currently have lost their memory right now, so they're not necessarily the nicest person to the party.
It's a great time, and like I said, I'm your Dungeon Master Galestrom. What did we do last time? It's been a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
so Roman is now
fought
Rylai's bitch.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Rylai lost their memory due to harnessing crazy powers, and ran off due to their powerful invisibility magic. You all met up with Rylai again when they were allied with a Death Knight. Does anyone remember the Death Knight's name?
I remember he wore a lot of black.
Wore a lot of black,
He was very emo.
very emo. What you
It's a
got?
famous name that we should recognize.
He's got a
but it
famous
does not
name.
pass.
Ah, fuck.
Anybody?
What's it start with?
S.
Sean.
Man.
Lord
Sonnery.
Sean. You got it. Got him. No, it was Lord Soth, the Death Knight.
I was never gonna remember that.
After your intrepid battle with this individual, he decided to give you a good old sunburst right to the face, knocking out poor Roman. And that's when Rylai took their chance and enthralled him to do their bidding.
Oh, we were in the
Weasel.
bubble.
Afterwards,
Yes.
Roman created his super mansion and decided to let everyone stay for the night.
Right.
And here you are, morning.
And I remember I tried to chase after Rylai, but he got away. He's just sneaky little.
They often do invisibility tricks,
Right.
which stops you from seeing what they're doing. But like I said, we are back. It is morning. After a night of rather fitful sleeping, you all awaken. Rather, the three of you awaken.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in the mansion. Did I come back to full health before? No.
No, you would be at full health
Okay.
now though, because you
Yeah.
did get a full 8 hours of rest. It's not like it's not fitful like, oh, I can't sleep at all. I don't get my hit points back or my spells.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering if I came back enough to... No, I feel like absolute trash this morning.
Oh, you feel like garbage wrapped in hot, stinky crap.
Do Nox and I
I-
know what's going on with him?
No,
Or I can't
you
remember.
have no idea. As far as you know,
We just
Rylai
took his
poked
word.
his head and then whoop ran off.
I do need to do this, though. So my wand of magic missiles gets 2 charges back.
Okay.
So it's now back to full.
Cool.
Roman,
Yes.
you're looking a little hungover, but I don't remember drinking with you. What's going on?
We got our asses handed to us by our friend and some weird guy.
Oh yeah, that's why there's a hole in my
Yeah.
chest.
Weird.
I forgot about that.
Wait, was Mordos unconscious when we
No,
came back? Okay.
no, he was
So nobody
very
needs
much
healing.
conscious and very much dying, but he
Yeah.
has been sufficiently healed.
Okay.
Not Satan, but that's
Yeah.
that's
So
fine.
I'm drinking something very strong because I just feel like trash, and
Yeah,
at this point I do want to die.
There's a good amount of wine at your disposal in
Yeah.
this mansion. The servants will go and bring you some stuff.
I've got a countertop distillery in the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah. So you're all sort of browsing. Riley, that same evening, you kind of snap out of your fit. Through all your traveling, you find yourself lost in what appears to be a very thick forest. The trees seem to all mesh together. There's nothing really of note to help you guide your way. You're traveling for a couple hours after you come to, and you're slowly realizing all the things that transpired. You actually attacking your friends, you allying with this Death Knight who promised you safety when you needed it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you find yourself in front of a great piece of stonework. It's not like a statue or just a couple of boulders. It's a fortress. It has a drawbridge that is currently down, and going into it you see a young woman. Her face very nondescript. You notice that as you try and look at her face, there's nothing really there. It's almost as like she's using the same magic that you use. But she seems to run into this building, calling out to someone.
Okay, so I would imagine that Riley shall cast invisibility upon themselves
Okay?
and attempt to sneak after them.
Okay. So, as you go towards the drawbridge, you notice that it's starting to raise up a little bit. Do you want to try and jump over onto it?
They shall do that.
Okay. Go and make me an acrobatics check, pulse.
That's a 15.
Okay, you succeed. You are actually able to jump all the way over and successfully make your way onto the drawbridge. Give me a hot sec. I'm fixing everything again because I didn't do the other screen. But as you go in, yeah, no, I'm super great at this.
Very professional.
Very.
Welcome to Weighted Dice.
Welcome to
Most
Weighted
professional
Dice.
Dungeons and Dragons stream on Twitch.
We're very good here. By which I mean I'm very good. So as you continue on, you do notice that the inside of the building, because that's where the drawbridge led you, was actually to the inside. It seems very ornate, like something you would expect something a king to have.
Okay.
There's statues and portraits along the wall. The statues depict great knights holding swords and shields, some of priests, but a lot of the stuff that you see around here isn't so much just in the statues, but the portraits themselves. You see paintings of great mastery, depicting lost lands and families, great battles, dragons even, and it seems all very new to you. Like you don't recognize this kind of art. You don't recognize the places it's depicting or the families that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
As you go in, though, you do see that there is rooms scattered all to the left and right of you that you can go into, or you can keep going straight forward in.
I think Riley would probably try and poke into some of the adjacent rooms just to sort of get a sense of like what type of fortress this is and like who might inhabit it.
Okay. As you go into one of the adjacent rooms, you notice that the door is closed. It looks to be very old make. Maybe it was, in its time it was very prestigious, but the wood seems to have rotted away a little bit. You can definitely tell that this place is aged.
Mm-hmm.
As you open the door, it gives a very, very faint creaking noise. Not enough to give away your position, but enough to cause a little bit of alarm in the back of your head. When you look inside, you notice that this appears to be some type of armory.
Okay.
Being stationed so close to the drawbridge, it's not out of the ordinary. Inside, you can see a couple rusted swords, handful of armor pieces, lots of different helmets, all bearing a similar crest. The crest is that of an eye being held in a hand.
An eye in a hand?
Yes.
Okay. So being a little bit more uneasy, I think Riley is going to use their wand of enemy detection and see if there are any hostile creatures within 60 feet.
You get no response from it.
Okay.
So it'll activate, but you don't sense anything.
Okay, so then Riley will proceed further into the castle, sort of down that main corridor, I guess.
As you go farther in, you see that, again, there are a lot more entryways to the left and right, and it branches off this time. There is the path forward and a path left and right. Each seems to be coming from that same central corridor.
Forward, onward.
Okay, so as you go forward, you see that there are two statues now on either side of this grand archway made of what appears to be onyx.
Okay.
They appear to be holding two grand halberds, each one made of a different type of gem. And not just like the blade or is it inlaid, it's literally made of gems. It looks like someone had a grand piece of crystal and they carved it out. The stone itself appears to be made of onyx as well.
Would Riley recognize these statues, like in a historical sense, like from their research?
Make a history check for me.
Okie dokie. That's 15.
You know that it appears the stonework makes it seem very ancient, roughly made in the last couple thousand years, but nothing that you know of in specific. As you do, so do you want to keep going?
So, like the emblems and stuff wouldn't be
It's
something that they're familiar with.
Not really. You're focusing more on the actual craftsmanship that allows you to sort of date it, but the emblems have sort of been eroded away by time.
Okay.
As you continue deeper on, you hear two people talking. One voice seems a little higher. You can assume that this is a female's voice, maybe mid-20s, early 30s. And the other appears to be a very aged man's voice, talking in low whispers.
Okay.
They are both speaking common, however.
Cool. So I think something that'll make me sneaky. I don't think I do.
Double invisibility.
Double invis. So Riley will just try to stealth their way closer so that they can eavesdrop on the conversation.
Okay, make that stealth check. 26.
26.
Damn. All right, yeah. So you
Come at me, rogues.
Even though you are invisible, you know that's a pretty good tool to use in this situation. You still kind of cling to the shadows and watch where you step. You notice that there's some loose stonework that would definitely make some noise, and you step around it. You hop over some place in the rug where you know that a normal person would probably trip.
Yeah.
As you're creeping up, you actually get a glance of these two individuals. The woman up here you actually track down this woman entirely. She is wearing a blackened hood, and she appears to be feeding or giving this elderly man a drink. He is dressed in red finery with a gold trim. Around his neck he has a medallion of no real descript, but he looks on his deathbed. He looks to be maybe, even for a human, 100, 150, as if something else is keeping him alive. That is when he appears to lock eyes with you. And he just stares. And that's when his compatriot turns their head and just stares past you.
It's shower time.
What do you want to do?
I think Riley will dispel their invisibility and go, "Hail and well met."
The female is taken aback and immediately draws two swords, almost to guard this elderly man. And he'll put a hand up and put it on her shoulder, And when he does, you notice that his hand, which was hidden before, now creeps out of his robe sleeve, and you could see it is bony and almost decayed. Flesh still clinging onto it, however. He's not, like, zombified. He go ahead.
Sorry, seeing that, would Riley know if they were undead or if they're just like really, really, really
They
sick
look
and close to dying?
really, 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 really old.
Okay, so they're not
That
technically undead.
they do not appear to be undead, no.
Okay.
So as he does that, she kind of calms herself and resheaths both of her swords, and then she goes back and kind of bows her head and steps back a few paces. And this old man will put a bony finger up and beckon you towards.
Riley will approach slowly but graciously.
He'll kind of sit himself up in his chair. As he does, the room is so quiet you can hear his bones crack as he lifts himself up.
Sounds like me on a Friday.
Who might I ask you are?
I am Riley, a warlock of some persuasions.
He takes a drink out of his goblet, his hand trembling to even hold up the weight of the gold inlaid cup. Why have you come here?
I just happened to find myself here. Feel like I haven't been myself recently, and I found myself wandering, and I happened upon your abode.
When you mention your lack of right-mindedness, the woman will go up to his ear and whisper a few things. And he just sort of nods, and he ushers her away from his face again. My compatriot informs me you have injured your companions.
Personally, or physically, perhaps mentally, I don't think that they're very happy with me right now, but at the same time, I wasn't, like I said, in my right mind. And I realized that happened to be because I tapped into certain magics that perhaps were beyond me. But in doing so for the right reasons, I believe, trying to aid our friend, and it just led to some unforeseen circumstances.
I see. Very well. You look hungry.
I could nosh. Yeah.
Arcadia. And the little one seems to pipe up. Bring them eat. And she runs off to a side chamber, almost as if her life depended on it.
Riley calls out, "Do you have blueberries?"
He then the Elden Land will just sort of sit and watch you while he waits for her to come back.
Riley watches them back.
You guys have a pretty intimate staring contest. After a few minutes, you realize he's not staring at you, but past you.
Mm-hmm.
That's when this woman Arcadia comes back and hands you a plate. On the plate, you can see there is a veritable amount of charcuterie, some cheeses, some dried meats, and a little bit of breads and some fruits. And she bows as she hands you this platter.
This is free? You know how much this costs in Vancouver?
All inclusive, man.
It's all inclusive. Do you eat it?
Riley will sample some of the charcuterie.
It tastes pretty good. It tastes pretty good.
How delectable.
Chocolate.
My apologies for the such short notice. What is it you want?
I don't know. I was just more curious than anything. As I stumbled upon this castle, I saw your compatriot Arcadia come in and decided to follow suit. And just to sort of figure out where I am. I really should have just said, "Hey Siri, open Google Maps," but I didn't really think of that at the time.
I am unfamiliar with that magic.
So am I. I get confused sometimes.
Where are you trying to go? Perhaps I could assist you.
Are you familiar with an undead lord who goes by the name of Tem?
I am. And you can see he when you said Tam, he sort of grips his chair arms, and Arcadia kind of winces.
Ooh, it looks like you're not a friend of Lord Tam's. Is there some sort of drama?
Are you?
I like to think that I am a free spirit. I go where the winds take me. And I do things that I feel are right in my own pursuits to serve her. You know her.
The Queen of Madness, no?
Oh, yes.
Arcadia, fetch me my cane. And she pulls out a piece of ebony wood with a hand holding an eye, but the eye appears to be half removed from the top of the cane as he grabs it and tries to pull himself up. Please, follow me to my study. And he seems to walk off in a singular direction.
Riley follows.
All right. The other three of you. Like I said, it is morning. You are sufficiently noshed.
Okay.
What do you all choose to do after being assaulted?
After I have eaten and feeling less like trash, I am going to step outside and I'm going to use sending. Hey, I need to take back my spell slots. I'm going to use sending to send Riley a message telling her again where we are and hoping that they're in. Sorry, I said her. I'm hoping that they're in their right mind. We'll come back to the group.
Okay. Riley, you receive message. Do you choose to respond?
Nope.
You receive no message back, Roman.
Okay.
But you do
Slightly
get
disheartened and frustrated. I'll go back inside.
you do, however, get message that it was sufficiently sent. It was received this time.
Okay.
Do we have any
I'll go back
idea?
inside and start training, just
Okay.
slashing at dummies with my short swords.
Sure.
Did we know that you tried to send anything, or is it just you just went outside?
Oh,
Sig.
I walked outside. I mean, I didn't particularly say why.
Okay.
I mean, I won't lie if you ask, but I didn't announce it.
Yeah, he just sort of left, walked out, and then came back a few minutes later.
Okay.
It's a safe assumption he
So-
kind of just went and got some air. There's no, like...
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I know what happened with Riley. I know he's not in his or her right state of mind, but I still feel like we need to find him or her because there's a story going on there, and we need to find where they went. So I say we track any evidence of where he or she went.
Okay.
Do you think they want to be found?
I don't really care.
I mean, let's put it
that
this way.
sounds logic.
Bordos
That's
had a hole in him. That was not because he went,
First of
partying.
all, I'm going to
Yeah.
need you to calm down because I saved you.
I didn't mean to sound angry
I don't
there.
need your
Okay, I'm
tip.
sorry. Roman's just giving me like a proxy hangover. He just doesn't look so good.
Yeah, but when does he look good?
Ooh, okay.
Jesus.
Let's start this morning again.
Yeah.
Clearly,
let's,
Roman is not Nox's type.
Everybody is on the wrong foot this morning.
We had a rough night.
Well, we really did just get our ass handed to us
Like,
by some undead rando and a
Mansion room
giant
was
scorpion.
not to my satisfaction.
Yeah. I'd like to step outside and just see if there's any evidence of where Riley may have went or like which direction.
Okay.
When you ran away, Riley, were you still a scorpion or were you?
They were
No, they had come out of that form because I think you had dropped them. Like the way that spell works is like polymorph is like once you drop that creature's hit points to 0, they return to their form. and with whatever like hit points and et cetera, that they already had.
Okay, so you would have been a little...
Yeah, because they needed to do that to cast the spell on Roman.
Okay. Should I roll like anything to see if I can see any tracks, or is
Yeah,
it just...
that's going to be a survival check.
Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely find... You guys can try to assist him.
I'm inside
Okay.
being frustrated and angry.
Yeah, so I'll give him +2 to that roll, just because you were so helpful with that. You kind of look at some of the tracks, and after a while you kind of lose them. But Nox is like, hey, they're over here. And you're like, oh, great, okay, cool.
I know. I knew that.
Yeah, I was testing you.
You're just kind of guiding.
Yeah, so you're able to find the tracks, and you assume that if you were to follow these, you could probably get a good sense of where they are.
Yeah. Okay. Then I want to go back inside and tell Roman. I'm like, we should go find him. I have a lead.
Okay.
Okay. With one final flourish and slash, I will take the head off of a training dummy and agree to go.
Definitely.
But only after I've had a bath, because I'm all sweaty and glistening at this point.
Gross. Okay.
We'll dispense with the RP, and I bathe, we go.
Roman
just
comes
stand
out
there and
smelling
watch.
like lavender.
You see where he comes out of the tub with like a towel that's just a little too small.
Yeah.
You got a little something there.
You got a little schmutz.
Nox is not impressed.
Okay,
Okay, more
so
nonsense.
so you all you three
It's
follow
all
these
for
tracks.
Morty's benefit.
Oh God.
You three follow these tracks throughout the day. It takes you a while, but you two come up on the fortress. The drawbridge is currently up, however,
Oh, okay.
and it is immaculate. This is probably some of
Okay.
the best stonework you've ever seen, but it does look pretty ancient. The stonework is mossed over, almost like no one's been really taking care of the outside.
Okay.
So this is the same place that Riley is.
Yes.
We just don't know it.
Yes.
Okay. So the tracks led here.
And the tracks seem to stop here.
Okay. Can we see what's holding the drawbridge up? Is it held up with
It's
like
chain.
rope or chain?
It's chain.
Chain. Okay.
Can I, like, put my hand against the rock and see if there's any kind of like latent magical energy, like any sensors, like will trip something?
Make a
or-
Arcana check at advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
Up with
Yeah.
that.
You can't tell if it has latent magic energy, but given your ties to Tam at this point, you can definitely see that there appears to be a faint glow, like in a dome shape, around this entire fortress.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if we approach, our presence is going to be known, but I don't know what other choice we have, unless you guys can think of something. I want to climb it.
You could.
Is there like a moat or a
Can
large
I-
pit between us?
It is a giant pit. It's about 15
Oh.
feet across.
What would I have to roll to see if there's like a side entrance?
Walk around, and you will see that the pit
I will
encompasses
roll,
the entire
walk
thing.
around.
So
Roll
as
for walking.
as you walk around this entire pit, there seems to be no other way in. That the drawbridge is the only way in, and it's 50 feet across.
Okay.
About how are these like huge thick chains?
They are
holding
pretty
the
thick.
drawbridge? Okay. I'm going to use my wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
And so one charge gets me one missile, right?
Yes.
Is that, okay.
Gets you one casting, which is 3 missiles.
Okay. Do I know about how in-game mechanics how many hit points a chain has? Would Roman know this?
No, probably not. You're more used to dealing with rope.
Okay.
Just before you cast that, I'm going to grab your hand and say, wait. I have another idea.
The shower worked, Roman.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at the fortress. Hey, can we come in?
You don't hear anything back.
That's probably a better idea.
Just go up to it and start
All right.
knocking.
Blast them.
Okay. So I will use 2 charges of my wand of magic missile on as I am facing the drawbridge, the chain on the left.
Okay.
I assume there's one on each side.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
They hit.
For 8 total hit points of damage.
They doesn't seem to do anything.
Nothing at all.
Not really.
Okay, fine.
I would like to try and jump on top of the fortress.
Okay, how far can you jump?
So my movement is sorry. It's 50, and I can also use Step of the Wind, which doubles my jump distance.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, so you can just jump 100 feet?
Is that
Yeah.
is that what that is? I can jump 100 feet?
Wait, can you read that to me again?
Okay, so my speed is 50,
Okay, so you can
and
move
I
50
can use
feet.
I can use Step of the Wind and use 1 key point, and make my jump distance doubled for a turn.
Okay, hold on.
Your
I
jump
gotta
distance is not
look
your
this
speed.
up. Let me double check this real quick
Yeah.
because I don't think that's right.
Is that just a
Yeah, your jump
specifically a
distance is not
month
your speed.
thing?
Yeah, it's like half, right?
Oh my god. Yeah,
Is
let
that
me
just a month thing?
double check here. Just give
think
me a
so,
hot
yeah.
give me a hot minute.
Yeah. Well, Step of the
let's
Wind
see.
is a key energy like monk thing.
Oh, is it? Okay. Key. You can take the dash or disengage action as a bonus action. Your jump distance is doubled for your turn. Okay. Let me look up jumping because this is important. I want to see if you can actually make this jump. I think
And
it's
that would be
like
funny.
a fourth of your jumping of your
You can make a
movement.
long jump up to a number of feet, up to your strength score.
What's your strength
If
score
you-
at?
My strength is
Yeah.
at 8.
Okay.
8?
So you can jump
When-
16 feet.
No, that doesn't make
when
sense.
you run at least 10 feet immediately before the jump,
I want to like.
Oh, no, you
No,
have to do that
okay,
one.
okay. Let's screw this. Make the jump check. If you really want to try and jump it, I will give you advantage if you use Step of the Wind.
Pole
Acrobatics.
vault
I'd like to take a running
Yeah,
leap at
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
as I'm about
I
to
hope
jump,
so.
I want Roman and Nox to like have their hands ready and like.
Oh, yeah,
launch
let's do it.
Like, kind of
Okay,
assist
all right.
a little bit.
okay.
They'll have to do
I wanna
checks.
do it.
Nox, Roman, I need you to make strength checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Mordos, athletics.
Ready?
I'm sorry,
You guys do
acrobatics,
this.
Mordos. Not
Four.
Acrobatics,
Ooh.
right?
not a save. I need you to make a check.
Oh, shit, fuck. Okay,
Okay. So, Roman, he's like, okay.
Nox is like, I
So-
got this.
So as you try and run, you do a full sprint. You jump onto their. You try and like vault onto their hands. Roman's hands kind of like split, but Nox just kind of like throws you,
Yeah.
giving you advantage. That 21 is enough to hit the wall, hit like the actual part of the drawbridge. But you are now sliding.
Guys,
Feather
I've been
fall.
working out.
You are
Wait,
now
I can run up-
sliding.
I can run up walls.
Yeah.
Make another acrobatics check to run
Alright.
up this wall.
I've also given him feather fall, so gravity is like cut in half or something.
Okay.
What a
All
plan.
right. You begin like Prince of Persia-ing up this wall. you hit the top of the drawbridge, and then you realize there is 1 foot of clearance.
Oh god.
And you're sort of hanging here.
Wait, but like,
What do I do?
How much further is like the top of the?
Oh,
I was
he's
just trying to get to the
at the
top.
top. He's
of the
At the
castle.
top of the wall?
oh no, he's at the top of the drawbridge.
Okay.
To
But
to
like,
hit,
how
How
much?
much
How
more
much
wall
further?
is there?
that's
much
another
further
like
up?
80 feet.
Okay.
What?
Oh. We did not think this.
You're
through.
at an archway, so you're hanging on onto this drawbridge like this
How could I have been so short-sighted?
because you're you.
Alright, well, can I pull
Nox
myself
is
on
just
top
gonna
of
be
like.
like-
Okay, so now you kind of like crouch on top of this drawbridge.
Nox is gonna be like, what do you see up
So
there?
you're just kind of like, okay, how do I fit into a foot of clearance?
I can see you guys, and then there's a wall beside me. So
I don't think we thought this out very well.
can I try and sneak in through the?
You
hole?
are
There's-
you're a very big boy.
Oh, he just called you fat.
As
Have your
much
feet
as
touched
as,
the ground?
as
No.
limber and as lithe as you are, you don't think you can squeeze into a foot of clearance.
What if you did like a push up against the drawbridge to like use your
Oh,
feet
yeah,
and your
yeah.
arms to, like, push the drawbridge
Then-
away from the wall.
Hey, Ted, do me
Hey.
a solid. Can you roll me a wisdom check real quick?
Sure.
Oh, no.
Are checks on the very left, or are they in the middle, kind of?
If they're on the very left.
Okay. Wisdom. Check.
You remember? Oh wait, I can turn into animals.
Oh, right. I'm gonna turn into a slippery snake.
Okay, you turn into a snake. And you gotta just slither on there, and you sort of fall.
Slordos. And I'm just gonna fucking.
Lord.
Just
So
kinda
you
slip
kind
in.
of you see him shapeshift into a snake. And it kind of wiggles into
I'm
this
gonna
little
be like-
crevice
I'm just gonna be, why not a bird?
because he can't do that yet. He's not that powerful. But you slide into this crevice and you sort of like slow fall onto the ground.
Just a snake floating down.
You are gonna take
Graceful.
6 points of damage as you do hit.
Featherfall doesn't end until they actually touch the ground, so he shouldn't take any damage.
Doing it because it's funnier.
What do you think? What do you
I think
think?
it's funnier.
Okay, I'll take that 6
It's
damn.
6 damage.
I wanna see
Come
a
on.
snake just-
He's also a snake. So you land on the bottom and you can see that there is a lever that will drop the drawbridge.
I would like to coil around the lever.
You
And
have
then
no
remember-
leverage.
And then I'll remember I can also be a tiefling again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
sit
So you
back.
turn back into a tiefling. You're like, boop. The drawbridge comes
Okay.
slamming down, and you all can cross.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
cross the bridge.
You're welcome. And also
laughing
thanks for the buffs.
hysterically.
Yeah.
It always works out in the end, guys.
It always works out in the end.
Always works
Let's
out
high
in the end.
five, like we did an
All right.
amazing job.
Yeah, we
You
did
see,
this.
See, Mordos has a bruise on his face where he landed. So you're all in here, and you see the same thing I described earlier: the grand paintings and the statues, and the lots of different doors going from different directions. I'm gonna cut back over to Rylai, however. Rylai, you were brought into a study where this elderly man brought you and led you to some great knowledge. He actually showed you a couple different books on Tam himself. He explains, Tam is not who you think he is. What has he told
Don't
you?
say. Well, he has told us that he is the Lord of Fae. Fae? Fae. Fae.
Fae, with a TH.
And he is very concerned with maintaining the status quo in Thay so that the world does not lose its magic, as most magical items are derived from Thay.
I see. And do you believe that?
Oh, I don't know. They seem like a nice person, but I don't really trust anyone since my high school boyfriend dumped me. I had a lot of trust issues that I'm working on.
I see. That is unfortunate. You seem like quite the grand individual. Arcadia. H.A., please. And you see Arcadia pull a ladder around and climb up to the top of a bookshelf and pull a very large book out and climb back down and hand it to you. Mm-hmm. It reads History of Thay. I hold one of the only books documenting the true history of Thay and the Thayan Empire. Please, read it to your own content. Just sort of brisking through it, you notice that a lot of the stuff seems pretty normal, rise and falls of different empires.
Yeah.
But around 800 years ago, you notice that there was a rise of the Thayan Council, a group of magi who believed themselves more powerful than anyone on the planet. Mm-hmm. And they created this council of mages, and among them was Tam, which you knew. He was pretty straightforward on that front. What he didn't tell you was that he killed them all.
Okay.
He murdered all of them to sacrifice them in hopes to gain more power, which is a common occurrence in magic councils and circles. They'll often try and empower themselves through sacrifice and blood right. What you may not know is that being a sole proprietor, he wishes to elevate his power once more. That is why he's having you do these tasks, as it were.
So just a quick reminder for all of us. We were tracking down items
Yes.
for Tam, specifically to bind something.
You were going to bind
was
the
Cam?
soul of Vecna
Vecna, that's what it
to
is.
the material plane so that he could kill it. And to do that, he needed the Sword of Kaz. He needed an Orb of Greater Scrying.
Yep.
And he needed a Staff of Binding, 2 of which you've already gotten him.
I got those in my pocket.
I thought you gave them to him already.
No?
I
Maybe?
don't think we did.
Pretty sure you gave him the Staff of Binding at least.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
because
I
you-
still have the scrying thing.
Yeah, because you guys haven't returned to him yet.
Mm.
Yeah, so reading
but
through
yes,
it again, you see that there's a lot of notations to a particular family, but the family name has been redacted a lot. There's a lot of allusion to this family tree who escaped Tam's rule, and that they are also one of the councilmen.
Okay.
So, the thing about documents is that they're not always written with the best of intentions. Histories can be doctored, of course.
Of course.
You know, but it seems that this history references quite a number of things that couldn't necessarily be faked. There's a lot of supporting evidence here, but there is this redaction of this one council family. Do you know who this is?
Yes, I do. There was an incident many moons ago where Tam sought out to kill this man and his family. I made an agreement with him, and I ushered him safe passage. He wished to be eradicated from the history of Thay, and so I obliged. In return, he was to never return.
But you just used a Sharpie, you know? I think you could have, done something a little bit better.
Looking at it, you can tell that it wasn't just like a quill and ink, but it looks like the name is there, but you can't read it.
Okay,
It's almost
so
like the
it's
letters
been-
jumble.
Yeah. So it's obviously been enchanted in some way.
Yes.
Okay.
So, how does that play into the story of Tam and what they are trying to do today?
In order to access this right, Tam must finish the deed, as it were.
Mhm.
Hence my assistance in the matter. I do not wish for him to excel any further.
Okay. So essentially Tam needs to kill this person or this family to
Yes.
complete their blood right, to gain power.
So, what would this do for Tam, and what would this mean for Thay if they were to kill this final council member?
What do you know of Asarak?
Yo, I barely knew my name 3 hours ago.
Make an Arcana check
Right.
or a History check.
Okay. Let's do
Whichever you prefer.
Arcana. It's 12.
You know that Asarak is a very powerful demi-lich, a being that was so powerful that the only way he could sustain his life was with the souls of others. Similar to how a lich works. They need something to sustain their body, but knowing that his mortal body was going to be withering away, he actually destroyed it and is now just a skull. And he wishes to feed souls into his own body via a crypt called what is commonly referred to as the Tomb of Horrors. The people are often sent there to their death, and their souls are fed directly to him so he can further his research in becoming the most powerful being known to mankind.
Yeah.
Asarak performed a similar rite. I believe Tam wishes to recreate the tomb.
And this is a bad thing?
Is genocide not a bad thing? Is wantonless
probably.
murder not in poor taste?
Well, murder might be in poor taste, but it's not always a bad thing, if you get what I'm saying.
Death to those who deserve it. I agree. But common families are not those who deserve. And at this, you can see Arcadia kind of like shudder a little bit at the mere mention of Asarak and Tam being kind of the same person. The other three of you hear talking coming from a corridor, but everything else is relatively quiet in here. Going through, you see various portraiture of gods and kings. There is one portrait that really catches your eye. It appears to be a very young man with auburn hair and green eyes, standing beside what appears to be a king, but the king's face is cut out. And but behind the king, you can see a tapestry of a hand holding an eye.
Can I ask Roman if he has any idea what that is? Because he's like the most historical.
I was
He's
just
the
going to say,
nerd.
do I recognize the hand holding the eye? Because that rings a bell from a ship we were on one time.
You know that is the symbol of Vecna. You all know
That
that's the
hand
symbol of
eye,
Vecna.
Not
Don't we all
the
know?
other. Okay.
And yeah, do you
Do I
guys
recognize the young man in the portrait?
make a history check?
May I ask just
Fuck! 30.
And that's not even a nat 20.
What did you get on that? Holy crap. You got
We
an
gotta
8?
learn
rolled an
today.
Okay. Yeah, so you know that this is a portrait of Kaz. Standing next to his king.
Child is Cass.
No, it's a full-grown man.
But you said
it's
very young, sorry.
Yeah, very young, like 20s.
Okay.
It's a portrait of Kaz and his king, Vecna.
Okay. I will explain that to the group.
so the face that's cut out is Vecna.
Is Vecna when he was a human.
Okay.
Long before he was undead. It looks like the face was cut out in malice.
Well, okay. I thought
The
Cass
hand
was
and
all
eye
about
symbol
Vecna,
is
Sorry?
the hand and eye symbol. Can you? That where was that again?
It's in a tapestry behind them both in that painting.
Okay. So it's part of the painting. Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the painting.
And I'm sorry, Ted, I interrupted you.
No, I thought Cass was pretty tight with Vecna, but I could be remembering wrong.
Kaz killed Vecna, and that's what made Vecna ascend to being a demigod. Or
Oh, okay.
an actual god.
He,
They're like
Okay.
bros.
Is there anything else of interest with the painting? Like maybe if I look behind it?
it's
they're like-
stonework. It looks like it's just a
Oh.
painting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, neat. Let's keep going.
Okay. Do you guys want to head towards the voices or no?
I'd like to stealth towards the voices. So
What about the other two of you?
Um,
What do you
I'll
think?
let Max go first.
Stealth buddies.
Okay.
Stealth buddies.
So, okay.
Hang on, let me see. I don't know whether to do stealth or greater invisibility.
Be invisible.
And now I can't even find greater invisibility on my spell sheet.
Be stealthy.
I'd be greater invisible if I could.
Where did it go?
We all
Right.
want to be greater invisible.
Okay, I'm going to
Let's get
cast
snake
that,
then.
but I can't
Okay,
find
sure.
it.
Whatever. So you're invisible. And then the other two of you kind of like stealth on a little bit. As you get closer, you notice that it's coming from a room that looks like a study. And inside of it, you can see a woman that appears to be standing guard outside the door, her back up against the actual archway, hooded, but you can definitely tell that her skin is fair from what's peeking out of her leather jerkin. On her belt, you can see she has two swords, and she also has a hand crossbow. It looks like she is some type of guard.
Do you need chloroform?
Wow.
What do we do?
I don't know what you do.
That's the only entrance into that room.
Yes.
That's
I
just
don't wanna
standing outside.
In it, however,
just
you
kill
hear an elderly man's voice, and you can hear Riley's voice as well.
Did you just hear Riley?
Yeah.
That
The lying rye is in there.
right.
No, I'm serious. You should check out Fuller House. It's a good show.
We all know that's wrong.
Oh.
What do you want to just?
Nox, you should try and put her to sleep.
I have an idea.
I want to jump her out.
Okay.
What, Roman?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
And I'll like, go with it. I'll cast Mage Hand
No.
and clap it over the mouth of the woman so she can't scream or anything.
Okay, so can I go
So
out and like?
you know,
I'm still invisible.
you-
Mage Hand is not concentration.
you do know that doesn't do anything, right?
It won't stop her from talking.
No.
Never mind.
Isn't it
Well,
It's an
ethereal,
actual
right?
hand.
Yeah, it's an ethereal hand. It's not corporeal. It can't like stop something from talking.
If it can pick up solid things, it can
It
stop a
can
person's mouth
pick
from
you
moving.
if you like clamp on her face, but if you just hold it over her mouth, she can still talk. It doesn't stop sound.
Fine.
Do you still want to do that?
No.
What?
My understanding of Mage
won't
Hand is
work.
not-
I'll yell.
Okay. As you do, she kind of turns her face and pulls out her two swords,
Ah.
and she says,
Now wait.
"Who goes there?"
Being sneaky, but
Wait.
in all fairness, we broke in.
If Mage Hand wasn't going to work, I would have just done that.
We're just
myself.
arguing like
Riley,
if Mage
you-
Hand would work.
you hear Arcadia cause an alarm, and you can see that she shuts the door to the study and locks it. And you will see this in almost a split second. And she puts up her swords to you three. How'd you get in here?
The door
I'm
was
still
open.
invisible, so I'm gonna get around behind her.
Her back is to the door right now. You can't
Sorry,
sneak up
as-
behind her.
As soon as Riley is sort of hears the disturbance, she realizes, or they realize, their thrall is here. So they force them to drop greater invisibility.
So,
I forgot that
um,
was a thing.
Can you do that without without actually telling me to?
It's all
Well,
mental.
it
I
happens.
sent it to you in my mind.
You get,
Oh,
you
God,
get a
we're
telepathic
telepathically
link that
okay.
says,
So
"Hey,
I'm not
drop
really
that invisibility,
sure
dog."
why, but as I am in the middle of trying to sneak up beside this woman, since
Just
I can't get behind her, I'm trying to put my sword out to her throat while invisible. But in the middle of doing that, I don't know why, but I drop concentration and greater visibility.
Oh, with your sword up, she's definitely going to stab at you.
No.
Okay.
What's your AC, bud?
15.
Yeah, she definitely hits you.
Okay.
Let me pull up her sheets.
I mean, I do have my sword at her throat, so she stabs at me. I could just,
Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
because that's gonna be my move, unless she takes 93 hit points out of me.
See, here's the thing about that, though. She's very strong. Let's see here. There it is. Okay. So she gets that into what damage? You take 14 regular damage,
Oh God. Okay. And how many?
11
fire.
fire damage.
In addition to the 14.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Idiot.
Then her
What's
second
that?
attack. You take that's fine. It's fine. You just take 9 regular damage.
In the party.
Make a Constitution saving throw though.
Wait, I'm still having to do math.
Yeah.
69 and a Constitution save.
Yes, sir. Cool. You're unconscious.
What's the old guy's name again?
He hasn't told you.
Oh, so as this is all happening very, very loudly outside the door, Riley looks at the old dude and goes,
It appears that my friends have bumbled into your home.
When you say your friends, he goes, "Oh dear, she'll kill them." He waves his hand over the door, and you hear it unlock. As he opens the door, you see Roman just drop because basically what she did was she went ahead, sliced his chest, and you saw like a burst of flame go across it. And then with a small knife, she jabbed him right in the heart, and he just drops.
Witness the consequences of your actions,
Morty
Riley.
and Nox are still arguing about what to do.
Whether Mage Hand
We're
would
like-
The
work
door
or
flies
not.
open, and Mordos and Nox, you see Riley standing there with this old man, and his face is just agape. And he says, "Arcadia, no! They are guests."
Yeah, Arcadia, no.
Yeah, okay, yeah, did you not know they were
She
coming?
resheaths
Yeah,
both of her
Arcadia.
weapons. You are unconscious, my dude. she resheaths both her weapons, and she puts her hands down as if she's just been grounded by a parent. And she puts her hand down and she says, "I'm sorry, master."
She's got whacked across the nose with a newspaper.
He goes over to you, over to Roman, and he looks at you. "He'll be fine. It's just a minor toxin. It'll leave his body in a few hours."
It's okay, he goes down all the time.
I
Arcadia,
was going to say something. but I'm
treat
not.
his wounds, please. And Arcadia will pull out a small like vial and pour it over his wound, and you see his wound start to reseal.
Okay, let's try that again. I'm Mordos. This is
And I'm
my friend Nox. And our little friend on the ground is Roman. And
Yes.
we were tracking Riley to this fortress, and we may or may not have made our own entry. But
The
we
door
don't
was
mean to.
open.
We don't mean to cause any trouble, even though our friend tried to.
Yes, I have heard of Lord Roman, and I've heard of all of you thanks to Arcadia.
Did they wake me up?
No, you're still unconscious.
No.
You out, man.
I suppose it is time to introduce myself. I am Kaz.
Wait, what?
What?
You're Cass?
Yes.
You're the one that put your hand inside of me?
No, I'm.
Crazy.
Please, let's go to a table where I can sit. I'm very tired. And Arcadia will help him walk just straight past you guys to what appears to be like a congregational area.
So as Kaz and Arcadia are walking away, we need to sort shit out here
Yeah.
in terms of because the last time they saw Riley, they were
Yeah,
trying to kill them.
they didn't pay. So Kaz and Arcadia didn't pay attention to that. They just walked. So you guys
Yeah.
can figure that out
As I'm walking
I'm gonna
with...
like grab Riley by the.
by the scruffs.
What do you wear? What does Riley wear?
Robes, I imagine, some sort of leather armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. What were you doing? Why did you attack us?
Oh, I just wasn't myself. I didn't know who you were. I remember now, of course, of
Oh, that's
course.
convenient. That's very convenient of
It
you.
is, isn't it?
Very
What's-
convenient.
You know, when we were trying to help our friend, who might not be our friend, Tam, I tapped into some very dark magics that were bestowed on me by your friend, by our friend. I tried to help him, and I needed her help.
Well, listen, that's where you went wrong. I love her, but she's not the most reliable. So I guess I can kind of forgive you.
It made me lose my mind for a little bit. I forgot who I was, and I forgot who you were. So, there's that.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly release Riley.
Okay.
I won't, I'm not gonna say anything really to Riley. As I'm walking by Riley, I'm gonna have my hand on Nimran on the hilt, and I'm just gonna just look at him. And I'd like to, if I can, maybe do some sort of insight check to see if it's if it's the companion that we met, or if something just trying to trick us.
So you're trying to figure out if Rylai is Rylai?
If they're being truthful right now that they
Okay.
weren't in the right mind, or if they're still not in the right mind.
So are you asking Nembrand for help?
Not really. It's more of just to be ready in
Okay,
case.
sure.
I see
Make an insight
something
check.
Okay.
Are you being truthful?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you get a feeling that they're being honest. That they weren't in their full faculties, that something did happen to them mentally, and that they are reeling from it.
Okay. And maybe it'll seem out of character for me, but I'm very untrustworthy still of Rylai. And I'll say, perhaps we should talk later. And I'll just continue walking.
They did try and kill you, so
Yeah. So I'll keep following Cass.
okay.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, "You in trouble?"
You guys gonna pick up Roman, or just gonna leave him there?
Oh, I walked away.
He's still unconscious. His wounds are healed, but he's still unconscious, just on the ground.
On the floor.
Um,
It's fine.
Said
Just
he
leave me
would be
here.
fine,
Whatever.
right?
I don't have insights into all of this information that you guys are getting.
I thought he was up.
I'm gonna as I'm walking, I'll look back and I'll kind of do a double take. Totally forgot about him. And I'm gonna walk back and just grab him by the hand and just drag him on the floor with me,
Okay,
like a
I'm
sack
gonna
of
see
potatoes.
this and be like, "Oh, I forgot," and start dragging.
Help him drag him?
Yeah.
All right. So you all get to this sort of common area. What's up?
Can I ask a question really
What's
quick?
up?
Is it possible for someone to heal me out of this unconsciousness?
You
Because
don't-
I'm not at 0 hit points.
No, it's a toxin basically. You need some
Yeah.
type of
Don't wear
antivenom,
off.
Okay.
and they were told that it does wear off in a couple hours.
Riley brought that book with them as well because they're still flipping through it.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, so you all get to this common area where Kaz and Arcadia are sitting down, and she appears to be pouring out some type of wine for him. And you see a couple seats already pulled out for you all.
I'm gonna take a seat.
Let's prop up Roman now.
Yeah.
There's
Weekend at Bernie's style.
there's a little cot for him to lay down on that she
Where's
brought
that?
out.
I'm gonna prop him in a chair.
You're probably
Yeah,
okay.
let's prop the chair.
And
Just
just,
Alright.
just
position his hand around like a drink.
He is sufficiently propped.
This is penance for his sword
Yeah.
first, questions later.
Yeah,
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so
He looks hungover. There you go.
That's perfect.
That's exactly.
all right. So Kaz will start drinking this liquid. I'm sure you all have questions. Please,
When don't we?
at your leisure.
So Riley will start discussing with them the stuff that they sort of found in the book, in that Tam might not necessarily have been straightforward with them and might have been trying to get these artifacts not to maintain balance in Thay, but to gain further power. And what did you say, Chris? Did you say that
He basically
if they-
wants to recreate a dungeon or a machine that will siphon souls off from humanoids into him to gain power.
right?
Doing
so
he'll be strong enough to take out this last council member and his family line to basically become the next step.
yeah, so they might not even have the best interests of Thay in mind. If that same right can sort of harness energy from its undead denizens, but it could have very nasty implications for people outside of Thay as well.
Yeah.
I never did trust him.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like I have some sort of connection with him now, a magical connection, and I wonder if whatever happens to him or doesn't happen to him will also happen to me.
There is a test we could provide.
What kind of test?
Well, there's one that's rather dangerous, and there's one that's a little bit more safe. For you, anyways.
AP Calculus.
No, not AP Calculus. That's pretty hard. That's pretty dangerous.
Is there any benefit to do the dangerous one?
We could
Or
kill
is-
Tam in the process, but you could also die. Provided you have the link that you say you do.
I don't really have any reason to kill him right now, so I'd like to do the safe one, I guess.
Very well. Arcadia, the pin, please. Arcadia will pull out about a 5-inch pin or needle and just sort of prick you in the neck. The pin will start to glow a very faint red.
It's actually a gum jabar.
I don't know what that is.
He speaks the true, sir. She then cleans the pin and puts it back in its safekeeping place. He
pin
says,
holder.
"Yes, you are in fact connected to Tam, but not at a level that, were you to come to harm, so would he. Instead, you merely share some of his abilities. Beneficial to both, harmful to neither."
You lucked out on that one.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Do you have any idea what kind of abilities?
Unfortunately, I don't have enough information. It would take another couple of years of study to fully tell you. Have you noticed
Well-
anything happening with you?
Just some out of game. Did anything happen to me? I can't remember.
So you can see magical ley lines. You can see auras of magic, and that's all you've really noticed so far. You haven't really tried to
Okay.
do anything else.
Okay. I feel like I have more of a magical connection, and I can physically see it. But I've never seen anything or done anything out of my abilities quite yet.
I see. Well, that will, I'm sure, come in time.
How about, I'd like to also ask you, like, you said you're Cass,
Yes.
but we met Cass, and
No,
he's not the
that
same.
was Arcadia. Arcadia, remove your hood, please. And she reluctantly pulls back her hood, and you could see that she has no real face. Her skin is a very pale blue. Her eyes are glossed over like a milky white. She lacks a nose. She has 2 holes, basically kind of like Voldemort. Is a good representation of what her face looks like, except not as evil looking. It's a lot softer, kind of like what you'd expect from like a 20, 30-year-old woman. She is a changeling. She can shapeshift. I told her seek out Tam and attempt to kill him. But that's when she found you. She assumed you were allying yourselves with him and decided to take action. Clearly that is not the case if you're here questioning.
She touched me.
Your friend, unfortunately, is a lot quicker to action. That is why she did what she did. A toxin
He's not smart.
in one of her blades is merely paralysis. He's entirely awake. Just can't move or speak.
Oh god.
It's very amusing.
And Riley like lifts up his hand and like drops it.
There is, if you'd like, I could remove the paralysis, but given his
No.
given his hastiness, I'm
He needs a resty rest.
Yeah.
uncomfortable with him around.
Everybody is. It's fine. You'll get over it.
Now, do you hunger? Do you thirst? Perhaps I could extend some bit of hospitality to you.
Yes.
I'd use a drink. Yeah.
That would be
Riley, the wine, please. And he keeps his bottle of wine close to him. But she brings out a different one to you guys, a lot lighter than what he's drinking. Do you have any other questions that I could answer for you?
So, we know that Tam, though they may have appeared to have been trying to do something good for Thay, it appears that they've been using us to their own ends to empower themselves for nefarious purposes. So, I suppose the question is, where do we go from here?
I suppose that's up to you. On one hand, you could assist me in my endeavors to stop Tam and his plans, or we could be enemies. But I can guarantee you, if you choose the latter, I would not allow you to leave here alive.
But then it's not a choice, is it?
Okay, drama queen.
I do not believe in lying to those who wish to do good. I wanted to be entirely honest. I'm not opposed to you doing what seems right to you, but know that I would not stand for it.
I understand that.
And I believe it
Is
only
there-
fair that you have every advantage I can give you. I would definitely wait for your friend to awaken, your wounds to heal, before we did combat.
He's so dramatic.
A tear goes down.
I do not
You
think that'll
can't-
be necessary, my friend Kaz, but
Very well.
I think we need to find some sort of solution to this quandary, as a world without magic is one that I don't want to live in.
Magic does not
So-
flow through him or they. That is a lie.
Oh shit!
While he creates items for the general populace, he does not control their essence.
So he sails.
Magic,
with us.
magic in itself is wild, like a flame. You can't control. You can mold it, but you can never be it.
Well, okie dokie.
Now, is there anything?
So, Tam sent us to find 3 objects to bind Vecna so that they could kill Vecna.
Yes.
Now, do we remember? Do they have the staff of binding, or do we still have it?
I think he has a staff of binding.
Okay, so
I still hold on to this chromatic orb that they sent us for, that belonged to Vecna themselves,
Yes.
and we have yet to retrieve the 3rd item.
And he puts a bladed sheath on the table, and it is you all know it as the sword of Kaz. He just places it
Shit,
down.
that was easy.
Hey, look, guys,
He
found
doesn't
it.
remove his grip from it though.
So my question is, what can we do with these magical items, and can we use them against him himself?
Unfortunately not. His plan was never to kill Vecna, but to absorb his power. To become unto a god himself.
so they're really into Vor.
They're really into Vor. Just super into Vor right now.
No, I didn't know what that was until last year. It's freaking weird.
Oh yeah, it's super weird.
Hey, let's not kink shame.
Don't kink shame. Kink shaming is my kink.
I believe part of the deal with Tam was to remove or the symbol on Nox's hand, right? That's still there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I still have that thing.
Is there anything that you can do? Because Tam clearly hasn't.
Madam, please show me your hand.
I'm gonna take off my little glovey.
It is burning with a red hot intensity, but you seem to be dulled to the pain at this point.
So
Yes.
is my life.
This is a minor enchantment at best. A novice worth his grain in salt could remove this. Arcadia,
What?
bring me the salve. And she brings out a small pouch of what appears to be like some type of like crushed berry almost. He puts some on your hand and you feel a very intense burning sensation. Almost like someone has been stabbing your hand repeatedly with a dagger. And after you wipe away this ooze, your mark seems to be gone. The scar is left, but it's no longer burning. It seems to be no longer there. I'm afraid
Yeah,
you'll
Just
be
need some.
pulled
Just
along.
need some lotion.
What'd
You're
you
just
say?
you're just a little chapped. You just need some lotion.
Just need some Nivea.
Filipino, yeah.
Do you got anything for the scar?
It is best not to remove the scar.
Okay. Just gonna look at my hand like,
You are being pulled along as a puppet from Tam, with the promise of assistance.
When I see the mark come off of her hand, I'll immediately stand up and bow and say, "You have my assistance."
And what of the rest of you?
I'm definitely gonna be helping you. I thought this would kill me. I was prepared for it.
And what of you, Riley?
Well, you know me, Kaz. I'm a free spirit. I go with the flow.
You're pretty loosey-goosey.
That's a good way to say it.
From across the table, Roman will be sitting there, and I'll put my quarterstaff under the table and just kind of knock up his arm. I was just like,
And
Jesus.
Nox is gonna be like, I'm also gonna go.
I shall await your compatriot's answer when he awakens.
If you could speed that along, that might be nice.
Very well. He just waves his hand, and you could see this blackened green, almost mist escape from his mouth and nostrils,
Ew,
and
gross.
and go into what seems to be like an orb in Kaz's hand, and he seems to just crush it, and it just sort of disperses. And with that, Roman is awakened.
Good morning,
Wait,
sunshine.
You're no longer
The
paralyzed.
oozy stuff came out of my face?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
detox.
Okay.
Good for you.
I'll stop eating marshmallows now I'm awake.
Master Roman,
Welcome back.
what
You have
say you?
marshmallows in your room. So,
Roman, did you have any questions? We kind of volunteered you.
Was I awake and like I
Yes.
could hear?
You
everything?
could
Like, I
hear
know
and you
what's
could
going
see.
on.
Yeah.
Okay. Riley, why didn't you answer any of my messages?
They're a dick.
That is
Be
the
right back,
first
guys.
thing you're gonna say. Riley, why didn't you answer any of my messages?
Oh, I just, I was busy. You know how it is. You got work and all of your school and it's just,
Right, like,
sometimes
we-
your phone isn't charged. I couldn't.
I was afraid
Yeah.
you'd become a
Wait.
ghost.
Did you leave red messages on?
I know
No.
you got them. Okay, so
I'm glad you were worried, but
okay, so
I needed to find you on my own.
You so
Let me
to
do
let
it.
go.
okay, so you've been talking about all of this stuff,
Mm.
and have you made reference to the book that you're reading? and the family that left.
Because I was sort of catching everyone up to speed on
Okay.
what I had found in the research in this book and what Kaz had been telling us or telling
Okay,
me. Yeah.
I did zone a little bit when I had my sunglasses on. Did you discover who the family is?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait for the DM to come back. But I think that's the Culls. I think that's Jansen and Brennan and all that.
The
I
who's?
think they're the people who left.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, Riley doesn't know, does he? Do they?
No.
Who's this?
Knows what?
About the
He,
cult.
he doesn't know who Brennan is.
Brennan,
Brennan
Jansen.
and Jansen.
Oh. Right.
That's okay. I don't have to know.
John, do you know? And Riley just doesn't know?
No.
No.
Oh, crap. Okay.
He was so
So-
handsome.
Brennan is...
Till that one thing happened.
Jansen was
Till the
one
die
of a
thing.
council of leaders of a city called Theron, from which we came, who kind of sent us on this mission in the first place. He was super, super powerful in transfiguration magic. He was killed supposedly by an acolyte of Vecna.
Right.
That, precipitated in our leaving to come do this. His son's name is Brennan, whom I have come to regard as a kind of brother figure over the past year or so.
Mhm.
And he is kind of like half Warforged, half sorcerer, half warrior. I know that's three halves, but
Who
you
the
know what I'm
fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
We're
Culls?
theorizing that the
Fractions.
family who Kaz helped leave Thay is the Culls, and so I'm telling Riley who the Culls are.
Who's this half Warforged?
Brennan, You said he was like half.
No, he's
something
not.
super.
He's Dragonborn now.
Well, he's Dragonborn now. Before he wasn't.
He wasn't half Warforged.
Doesn't matter.
Warforged a robot.
You used
Doesn't
some
matter,
name-
you nerds. Oh my god.
You used some special name for him.
We're off on a
He was like
tangent.
super.
He's a war mage.
That-
Okay, so Roman, I imagine you're going to want to ask Kaz
Yeah.
that.
So what do you want to ask?
Are the Culls the family that you helped escape? Or is that the name they took after they left here? I assume it wasn't the name they had while they
He
were.
seems very uneasy when you say that name. That may be the name they've taken now. But Kalaya was their name.
Oh, that's close enough. I don't have any way to get their images from my head into his. I guess I could describe them to him. Because I've seen what they looked like when they were young.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains a lot. I'm just going to paraphrase this entire theory that's just popped into my head because of all this. Tam has been acting in the name of Vecna to try and kill the Culls. There is no cult of Vecna. It's all been Tam in the whole time. I'm going to ask what the group thinks of that.
I guess we're gonna have to ask him ourselves.
That is what Roman thinks right now.
Do you intend on confronting him?
That's what we were just discussing, isn't it?
I believe
Or
in due
you were
time.
just discussing while I was,
I've been
frozen.
theorizing a plan. In order to fully take him out, complete his agenda. But when he is at his weakest, when he's busy with the ritual, that's when you strike. Either that or finding his phylactery.
We know where that is.
How do you know where his phylactery is?
Well, when we thought he wasn't so evil, we kind of went into his room and found his heart. When Arcadia had put him down, we didn't realize that that was probably a good thing. So we helped save him.
I see.
So it sounds like this is our mistake to fix.
I wouldn't say it's a mistake if you had no knowledge. You were merely doing what you thought was right. However,
So what do you propose happens to the people of Thay and the rest of the world when Tam is no more?
the Thane undead will become mindless once more. We will eradicate them. And we will try to repopulate Thay with newcomers. Open back up the trading ports. Recolonize.
I feel like that is a little genocidal.
Yeah, me too.
They're
Is it genocide to break a hammer? That is all Tam sees these people as.
If you were to kill all the hammers, yes.
but they're conscious, like living. Well,
They are the ones building this machine. Under his instruction.
Without Tam, then they, like you said, return to being mindless undead. And yes, as distasteful as undead can be.
He
I feel like
he looks
maybe
kind
we
of unnerved when you say distasteful undead.
We can perhaps, all live in harmony.
Tam will not stop.
great plan.
Well, they go back to being mindless, there really won't be any way for that to happen, because they're just going to try and kill everybody.
Because I do remember a dragon attacking a town full of those people, and they didn't seem mindless. They seemed like they were in actual agony, and they had feelings, and they're not bad. And to take that away from them, I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
There have not been dragons here in a millennia.
We killed one. And several, wormlings.
Can we not air out our dirty laundry?
That is most interesting.
Yeah.
Either something is amiss, or that is one powerful illusion.
That would explain how it was so easy to kill.
Did we-
Wrong, okay?
Did we take anything from the dragon other than that one?
Yes,
Worm?
we did. We took teeth and shit.
Can I
I will.
Yeah, check the bag,
Right.
see if they're still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my chest out of the ethereal plane and rummage through my bags and find pieces of dragon that we harvested.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. It has not been long enough for it to disappear yet. 19!
You don't see anything in there.
Okay. As long as the rest of my stuff is there.
Yeah, the lost stuff is there. It's just like you don't see anything relating to dragons. And
We're not really strong.
as you recall, you don't exactly remember having a dragon with you. You were having the conversations, but you don't remember taming one. You don't remember anything about it. In fact, the only time you saw a dragon was you saw the skeleton of one when you found the Rod of Binding.
Mind freak.
So now that we're thinking about it, the whole fight with the dragon where I was really badass and killed it with 2 disintegrations never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Awesome! I'm going to grab the nearest goblet of wine since nobody offered me any, and just drink it all down in one.
Yeah, you chug it down. It's okay. It's not top shelf, but it's okay.
That's not the point.
I don't like being tricked or touched.
Tam is a powerful wizard. He sent you on a blind errand. Gave you cause where there was none.
And Pipsy is the one that told us exactly where the dragon was going to be and set up the trap for it and then disappeared.
Pips was like our little friend from the slave ship, though, right?
He was our little friend from the slave ship that once we landed on Thay looked like a shipwreck. From basically the time the pirates abducted us on the beach until now, everything seems to have been an illusion.
You do recall meeting a kobold. You do remember having those fights with Pips and him setting up those traps and everything like that. That to you doesn't seem like it was an illusion.
Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily mean that Pipsy was like an illusion or like trying to mislead us. It just means that they were
also under it.
Yeah, they could have also been under those illusions, I guess.
Okay, so the plan is to catch Tam at his weakness during a ritual.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
Or, like I said, destroying his phylactery. Which, having you be here now, I'm sure will be put into a separate location. Under heavy guard.
He still thinks we're on his side. I doubt it.
I'm sure
There's also
he
we
might have
know
moved
how to-
his phylactery, but like, because that's paranoia shit. But
Yeah.
you're right that he still thinks that we're on his side.
I mean, it would be hard to get to the phylactery anyway because you need part of him to get into the room.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we just have to deliver the last 2 to him and be ready.
Maybe we should set out tomorrow.
I think that is wise. If you'd like, Arcadia could lead you back. The force can be quite wild.
That would be ideal. And perhaps, Arcadia, we could discuss some interesting tactics if you wish to join us on this mission to rid the world of our once friend, Tam.
She kind of like looks down at the floor. Please, Arcadia, show them to their rooms.
Oh, my Lord Cass,
Please.
before we finalize our deal, I
I'm
have
no one's
one more
lord.
request. I'm being respectful, shut up.
My father was Lord Kaz. Just call me Chris.
when this is all over, I want to keep the Staff of Binding.
If it survives, I don't see why not.
Okay. I really expected more of a fight on that. Okay, cool. Thanks.
So you were all led up to your various rooms. They're all adjacent to each other. Arcadia figured you didn't want to be too far apart in a strange building. There are 4 rooms. They're kind of like stagnant, so here's 2 rooms and here's 2 rooms. So 2 by 2.
Okay.
And night falls.
I'd like to kind of commune with Nemoran and just to see,
Sure.
are we doing the right thing?
It is hard to tell. Very hard to tell. While I do not trust this Lord Kaz, I fear it is the lesser of the 2 evils.
I
What are
agree.
your thoughts?
I think the exact same thing. I think he's been honest with us and forthcoming,
Yes.
and we have evidence that Tam has been lying to us. So, are you with me on going against Tam?
I've got no legs. I'm with you regardless. That was a joke!
I mean, are you gonna turn me into a big old snake? If we can.
I can see what I can do. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I can do things of that monstrous size, but we can get a little weird with it.
Let's get a little weird.
Let's get a little weird with it. Okay.
Thank you, and I'm just gonna sheath him again.
Yeah. He no longer like just sits in the just sort of lays dormant. You can definitely tell that he is now radiating a type of energy. The damage he does now is escalated to a D6 bonus radiant.
Damn. So 1d6 plus 7 plus another d6?
Yes, sir.
Jeepers.
Jeepers creepers. Wait, plus 7. We'll figure it out.
That's what.
Don't worry
yeah.
about it. It's fine. Okay. Did anybody else want to do something during the night? You guys weren't told any specific rules or regulations or anything, and you guys are told that dinner will be served soon.
Okay. Instead of sleeping or resting, I want to read my strike book.
How many hours? You get about like another 4 hours. You can get in before dinner.
Yeah, I just need to find my items. I had the hours in there.
Gotcha.
Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out while you guys
Okay.
are doing stuff.
I'll spend some hit dice to heal up a little bit.
Okay, you guys aren't going anywhere
You
tonight,
never
as
know
far
what's
as I
gonna
know.
happen.
Okay, sure, whatever. Okay, so you just spend hit dice, Nox and Riley. You guys just gonna chill?
Yeah, just chilling.
Cool. All right. So dinner time, swap. You all are led. Wow, you're all led downstairs to the feasting area where you have a plethora of foods here. Nothing as fancy as what you had at Tam's. It's more like there is a couple birds of game, a couple like turkeys or their like, various salads, and some fruit, and of course wine. The wine appears endless, so you can drink to your fill, but Kaz will definitely recommend against drinking too much.
I don't need any wine.
Okay.
And that's going to be like a strength of will for me. I'm definitely going to be eyeing it.
You eye it up, but you persevere.
Actually, I'd like to do a will save to see.
Okay, make
If I
that
can withhold
make that
that.
wisdom save for me.
Okay. Oh, my bad. No.
Hey,
Did it.
you eyed a couple times, but you're like, nah, I'll have the fruit juice.
Yeah, the grapes. Yeah.
All right. So as you all eat, you guys are open to discuss anything you want, or you can just sort of keep to yourselves. Kaz is he looks a little bit healthier now after drinking. You can assume that he is slowly like trying to he's coming off some sort of sickness.
Yeah. I have nothing really to talk about. We could get going as soon as we can. That'd be awesome.
Riley looks at Kaz and says,
So if we go through with this and we successfully destroy Tam, or what Tam has become, what happens to you?
I remain in my keep, doing what I've always done, documenting, watching.
Sounds like fun.
Cool. I guess.
I,
Making Let's Plays.
I know what you're hinting at, Riley, and I seek not power. I'm an old man now.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth about
Sure.
not seeking power?
Sure. You can
21?
definitely. There is not a hint of falsehood in his voice.
Okay.
The only thing I
Um,
wish is to watch as the world unfolds. Thus is my curse.
Whatever gets you off, Lord Kaz.
It's
all good.
I think Riley is fairly satisfied with that. But yeah, so I imagine at the dinner we all kind of sort of discuss the best
Yeah.
way to go about dealing with Tam once we actually get to his keep again,
Yeah.
and perhaps what role Arcadia might play if they follow us there.
Arcadia is sort of keeping to herself a lot. You can definitely tell that she's not as confident as the rest of you in just talking with people.
Yeah.
And as you all keep looking over to Arcadia to asking for input, she kind of keeps silent. And that's when Kaz will say, "You must pardon Arcadia. She is not used to speaking with others. It has been her and myself for quite some time."
That's boring.
I'm sorry.
Riley changes their face to make it look a little bit more like Arcadia's,
Okay.
and
You-
says something like,
Not to worry. Even though we've just met, I feel like we could be fast friends. And don't worry about Mordos. He'll get over the fact that you put your hand into his chest and almost killed him.
she looks actually rather upset when you mention that.
yeah.
Like it was more like she was trying to defend herself and save something, rather than she was being have malice.
It's
the-
one of those great misunderstandings, you know, friendly fire and all that.
When you actually change your face to hers, she changes her face to yours, and it's like always kind of like shifting.
Aww.
And she lets off a grin before it goes back to her blank slate.
Cool.
You guys are cute.
That's totes adorbs.
Oh, OTP.
OTP. Yeah, so you guys
Let's go.
eat some food.
No,
Kaz will actually tell you that he prefer you all leave in the morning.
Cass,
okay.
I do
Yes.
have a question for Cass. What is the nature of your relationship with Vecna now? The legends of the world say that you killed Vecna, and
Yes.
through that death, Vecna ascended as a deity.
That was an unfortunate circumstance. That was never my intent. Vecna,
Oh, I don't mean to imply that it is. I've never understood
No,
the
it's-
legends to mean that.
it's fine. As Ryla had pointed out to me earlier, stories are often rewritten to one's own end. Vecna was my lord. Many years ago. I served him as Arcadia now serves me. I was his first hand. I dealt any blow, I offered any advice that I could. When he started to meddle with undeath, I stood by him. I accepted the curse of vampirism, so that I could foresee everything he was doing to make sure he never misstepped. But even I could not see what had happened. When he became a lich, the townspeople began to think ill. I thought a simple disguise spell would work to assure them that he had not changed, but he told me to keep bringing them to him, and he would siphon off their energy. Little by little, he would murder our city. And of course, I stood by. He was my king. What else could I have done? It was when he brought my family to his chambers. I couldn't stand for it. So I plotted. 30 years I plotted, waiting for the right time. And that is when it happened. I killed him with this very blade, and he puts his hand back on his hilt. I had no way of knowing that he would have ascended. A soul so corrupt with malice and ill intent is what makes a god. He ascends to a lifeless form, and I am stuck with this. So no.
But when he says, "I am stuck with this," Riley uses some misty vision or something to make him look like a really like tough, like just like really buff, healthy, like 30-year-old dude.
Great. Good job.
God damn it, John.
And then dispels it.
Yeah.
And he cackles.
Nice meme. He says, nice meme.
How rude.
Oh, shut up. God damn it.
Roman will actually say
This
that.
is a
God damn it.
curse, of course. It's very difficult to kill a vampire lord. I know of only one other of my same caliber. But he is much worse off than I. Whereas I have aged, he has been siphoning energies off of his own people. But that is a story for another time.
Can I do any kind of, I guess, a history check, maybe, to see if I know who he might be talking about?
Do the history check.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
23.
It's Strahd. He's talking about Strahd. But fear not. I am not in league with Vecna. Did you talk about your assumptions openly?
Me?
Yeah, earlier. Your assumptions about like what the cult was.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, like that. I wanted to tell that to the whole group
Okay.
and see what everybody thought about it.
As for your theories on the cult, they are very much alive, but they still believe in Vecna. That's, in fact, how he gains his power is through their worship. But Tam is a head to that snake.
Okay. So, I may have been half right. It was all Tam, but the cultists do believe they worship Vecna.
Well,
Or
it's
they
not,
do in
yeah,
fact worship Vecna.
it's not a belief, they just sort of do. Arcadia will not be joining you past the forest tomorrow, however.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, no.
She
Dude.
was so capable and almost had Tam dead to rights
You must
all by
understand.
herself.
You must understand she is my only means of protection in this
Of
weakened form.
course.
Were I to leave myself alone and to be found, it would mean my demise. So she will remain here with me past the forest. Now please, let this be a night of enjoyment. Enjoy your meal and your drink. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
Thank you.
And he continues to eat and drink.
After dinner, I can sing some songs to entertain the group.
Make a performance check for him real quick.
Okay. 13.
It's okay.
It's alright.
Nux starts throwing like little bits of food at him.
At some point in the night, I'd like to knock on Riley's door.
Okay.
Who is it?
Open up, big boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So
It's
he answers the door, and I'll be standing there again with my hand just gently resting on the hilt of Nemoran.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, didn't know you'd come by.
Some order pizza? Extra sausage?
You like my sword?
God damn. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Again, I'm kind of looking at him like I'm trying to see if maybe there's something else that he's hiding.
Now kiss.
I ruined this already. It's ruined.
Sorry.
And I look at him, and again, I don't think I see anything. I know his face is changing, but I don't read any like bad vibes from him. And I want to say it's good to have you back. I really realized how powerful you are when I'm on the other end.
Riley, yeah, says, well,
That was unfortunate. I agree. And I do have some remorse. I'm not going to say sorry, but I do feel some remorse over my actions.
Why did you join with a Death Knight?
He seemed like a nice guy. He said that he would take me to Disney World. And he had candy. What can I say?
I'll kind of just like okay.
What?
I'll hand him. It's a little piece of it looked like a ripped scroll basically that I've tied up, and I'm gonna give this to him, and I'm gonna say, if ever you find yourself lost and you don't remember who you are or who we are or where you are, keep this on you, and when the time's right, you'll know when you need this. But don't open it up now. Just keep it.
Oh no.
Just keep it in a safe spot.
wait, sorry, what is it that you're actually handing Riley?
So I gave it looks like a scroll that's been ripped in half and then rebound and tied, and that's all you know.
But like
Until
is
you open
like-
it, it is a
Okay.
sealed scroll.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna show you what it is, Chris. I'm gonna upload it on.
Okay, so
basically-
you give Riley the scroll and they just like throw it on their bed.
Okay. And I would say, remember, don't open it until the time is right.
Yes, of course. Why does everyone in this party have melodramatics that they always have to adhere to?
And
Come on, my dude.
at that,
My dude, come on, guys!
I'm gonna whip my robe over my sword and depart.
You notice that on his butt it just says juicy.
But yeah, as Chris is heading away, Riley says,
Again, my apologies, but I am glad that I've regained my faculties to an extent.
good to
But
have you
know
back.
that if something like that ever happens again, I will not hold it against you or our friends if you were to kill me.
Well,
Good night!
Now it's been all melodramatic.
so you have half of what looks to be like a whole scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you know.
Do I get any information through a telepathic link out of this, or does it only work when you intentionally do it?
Yeah, it's,
that's one way.
it only works if they channel stuff to you, and then you can like get those images.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay, thanks, Ted. You guys want to do anything else tonight?
I'm going to spend all night wondering why I can't stop thinking about Rylai.
You're just infatuated,
Me
my
too.
dude.
I'm gonna read my muscle book while I think about it.
Gonna read my muscle book while thinking about Riley. That is beautiful. That is poetry.
At this point,
Max is not
I
thinking
think
about
Roman
Riley.
might actually be obsessed enough to the point that he may not get the full rest.
Oh. Oh, damn. What about you guys? You guys want to do anything else?
I'd like to
Max
spend
is
most of the
not
night reading
thinking about
though.
Riley, so she's gonna be fine.
How many hours can I read?
You can
I want like maybe like 2 hours of sleep.
It doesn't mess with your full night. It doesn't mess with your long rest.
Okay.
So you can read as much as you want as long as you get your 8 hours of sleep.
Okay. I'll read another 6 hours.
Sure. What does it put you down to?
So I'm at 20 left.
Jeez. Okay. That's 4
I don't
days
know.
left, I think.
Okay. Cool.
So like 5 hours a day. Okay. So you all awaken rather early in the morning, Arcady seems to have knocked on your doors, leaving you having privacy, but loud enough so you all wake up from it. And she awaits you all outside your door. She appears to have a small plate, like a silvered platter with a couple like bagged boxes that are wrapped up with ribbon.
The charcuterie here is very good.
She hands one to you, Riley, and if you open it up, it's just like rations, but it's really well made. It looks like she made you a bagged lunch.
How sweet, Arcadia. Thank you so much.
And she just sort of bows to you. She then leads you outside, and she says, "Are you prepared to leave?"
Ready.
You all good?
Ready to go. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you all walk through the forest, she keeps one hand on a sword the entire time, and she keeps eyeing Roman a lot. You could tell that she's very
I will-
uneasy with your general presence.
Way to go, Roman.
I noticed this. Obviously.
Yeah. She doesn't make an attempt to hide it.
I don't know how to refer to her. I assure you, young lady, I mean you no harm. It was only when we thought you were a threat. I'm not usually a very angry person.
I'll be frank, I don't like you very much.
The first thing she said.
She said that so confidently too.
That's understandable. I don't like me very much either.
Lord Cass
And
tells
I
me
will
to be
take
honest.
the bottle of wine that I stole from the table at some point and just continue
Yeah.
drinking as
Yeah.
we walk.
She does in fact tell you that Lord Cass tells her to be honest where she can. So she reluctantly tells you that. She's like,
Lord Cass is correct.
This is going to hurt your
should.
feelings a lot. But as you're all walking, you hear some rustling out, sort of off to the right hand side in the forest, and she puts a hand up, and you can see her sort of shapeshift into what looks like a bugbear. And she just puts up one finger that says "wait," and she peeks her head out from around a tree, and she lets out this guttural roar, and whatever was coming towards you scampers off, and you see her shapeshift back into her natural self. And she says, "It's fine now." And she continues walking.
Riley looks at the group and goes,
I like this one.
What was it that was coming up on us?
You don't know. It sounded big and nasty. Maybe like a boar or a bear.
Okay.
Jeez. She badass.
The trip is going to be about half a day to get back to Tam's fortress of solitude. Yep. You guys can you can talk about her whatever you want. This is not your chance to have a good conversation with her. Otherwise, she'll be relatively quiet.
Arcadia, are you enslaved to Cass?
Indebted, not enslaved.
Indentured servitude is very close to slavery.
I'm not indentured. I'm indebted.
What did he do?
He
Did
saved
he save
me.
you?
Yes. I
From
was
what?
orphaned, and he adopted me, took me in, gave me food and shelter, trained me in the ways of the blade.
What a nice man.
Now I protect him. He is like a father to me.
You obviously protect him very well, and I'm gonna look at Roman.
Yes, I'm very good. A normal person wouldn't be able to fight the way I fight. It's because I have control over my abilities that I'm able to do that.
Makes sense.
Ryla is also very good.
You want to keep her?
You like? Ouch. Well, thanks for coming with us.
Of course, you would probably die out here. That is not a jab. That is just a fact.
We lived this thus far.
She often points out things like that could kill you, that could kill you, and even some things that surprise you, like what look like a normal like patch of skin. She goes, that would kill you very fast. And she points directly to Mordos. That would especially kill you. And she's very like just matter of fact about everything.
Yeah.
How did we survive getting here? How did we do
Blind
that?
luck, apparently.
You're very lucky you're not dead. I'm very proud. As you're talking more, you can definitely tell that she's becoming more confident talking to you all, and that she's sort of accepted you as non-threats. Do you guys want to ask her anything else before we get to the point?
I don't have
Would that
anything.
kill me?
Yes.
Thought so. Thought so.
That's a trap. I don't know who make that trap, but that's a trap. She'll throw a rock on it, and some punji sticks just come out of the earth. It's very dangerous.
Who is building these?
I don't know.
So,
Jesus.
my friend Arcadia, we had another friend, a little kobold who goes by Pipsy, who's a bit of a trap master.
I know him.
And there
Yes.
You know Pipsy. Do you know where they are now?
I do not know where he is, but I know of him. I have been watching you all for some time. That is how I know all of you.
Creepy, but
Sorry.
let's continue this.
Sorry.
So, if you happen to come across Pipsy, I think we would very much like to meet up with him again.
I will tell you where he is if I find him.
We just want to make sure that he's doing well.
I will do you that justice.
Cool.
Yes.
As we're walking, do I notice anything with like my new magic eyes?
You can definitely tell that Arcadia has an aura around her, but it's always shifting color. And you can notice the same
Okay.
thing around Rylai as well. You couldn't get a good look at them since you were fighting, but now it's the same kind of aura. It's something about them is just shifting.
Okay, and I can't like differentiate like what the auras.
You
I don't know if
without
they're
proper
colors or
study,
what.
yeah, without proper study, you can't really tell what it is. But it's shifting from like purples to blues to reds to oranges. And whenever people cast a spell, you can definitely tell that it has a different type of aura around it.
Okay.
And there are definitely some points in the forest where you can see different lights, and you can assume that that's just the power of Thay leaking
Okay.
through.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna notice that.
Yeah.
So.
You guys good?
Yep.
Okay. As you get to the edge of the forest, she'll sort of like stop and crouch, and says, "This is as far as I can go."
Why?
That's
Two-
as far she's gonna escort.
Two reasons. One, I have to go back to Master Cass. Another is I am wanted here.
That's right, she killed all those people.
This is true. I am sorry.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking us this far.
Of course. Please enjoy snack I make for you. It's very good.
As
Riley makes a big show of being like,
It actually tastes exquisite. It tastes like it was made with lots of love and also really fresh ingredients. You gain an advantage on all survival checks.
oh, nice.
just on the side, I want to ask Arcadia, or rather tell her, you should give Riley your scrying number.
I don't swing that way.
Your aura says otherwise.
What?
I can see your aura.
That's rather personal.
Well,
I'm
what I
going.
see.
I'm going to go now.
You might regret not saying something now. Just saying. Thank you.
I'm like 12. So
I'm going to jail.
Wait,
And,
this is a little girl?
yeah, she. When you got close, you could definitely tell that she is a younger child.
I'm just gonna go. Oh,
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Never mind.
And she begins to walk off, and every time that she walks a little farther, she keeps looking back to make sure you guys are all right.
I'm getting
Because we're
Nox,
surrounded by things
Things that could kill you.
Nox is just gonna be like,
Yeah.
she's walking.
She's still here. You guys are at the
we're
edge of the forest.
Outskirts of the woods.
Yeah.
Can we see Tam's fortress or
Yes.
his castle?
Yes.
Okay.
Very clearly.
And we have Cass's sword, I believe.
No.
They gave him. No, we don't. Oh,
He did not
we're
give
just
it to
gonna-
you.
No.
We're just gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, we do or we don't?
You do not have
We
it.
don't.
Oh, okay.
So we're just gonna lie and say that we do.
Huh.
I thought we got it. I
No,
missed
he wasn't
that.
gonna give that up.
Is there a way for Nemoran to kind of disguise himself as the Sword of Kos, or
You could definitely
I could-
try.
I can use Misty Visions to create an illusion whenever I want. So
Okay.
it's not the most powerful magic, but I can create an illusion for a brief period of time.
Sure. Do you guys want to try and trickery him?
I would like to ask Nemoran first. Is it possible to disguise yourself or like give off a similar energy as the Sword of Kos? Because we're gonna try and pretend that we have it.
Well, I could definitely give it a shot. I'm not sure how well I could do that, but I could try.
I won't let you fall into bad hands. Don't worry.
I could definitely give it a shot when we're in front of him. Just give me some forewarning.
Okay. I'll tap you 3 times on the butt.
Sounds great.
Right in the eye.
Okay.
Right, that's
you
it.
guys want to head into town?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
You all notice something. It's a lot different than when you first arrived. The people or the undead in this city that were doing market stuff like passing fish back and forth indefinitely, trading for goods and services are no longer doing that. Instead, they appear to be moving stone and machinery down into a depth.
Okay.
This is something that you didn't notice before, and the sky is blue. It's not as gray as it once was. It's no longer raining. It appears that several illusions have been lifted ever since your meeting with Kaz. It's almost as if you are now seeing 100% clearly.
Okay.
And sorry, the skies aren't blue, or they are?
They are. They're no longer
Oh,
gray.
okay. Interesting. Is it possible to do an Arcana check, or maybe like see with my special eyes if this is an illusion?
You know that it's no longer an illusion.
Okay.
That what you saw when you first came here was a very powerful one.
Okay, got it.
And through a realization, you have realized that, Tam has been doing this to you.
Son of a mom.
Son
You
of a
might say
butt.
that we can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
There you go. You got it. Okay.
I write that down.
That's a good one.
It's gonna be huge.
Gonna be huge.
I tried to keep it in. I couldn't. Sorry. So the people are not paying any attention to us. They
They are paying you no mind whatsoever.
Where are they taking all of this? You
It
said down
appears-
into a depth. Is it like
There is a stairway leading downward that is being guarded by 2 undead ogres.
so like giant pit where we thought there was a town?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well then, I feel less bad about our plans.
Me too. Me too.
So, do we want to check the tower or the castle for Tam, or do we want to go into the depths?
We should probably. I think the depths. It looks like there's something nefarious going on down there. And
Okay.
as we're going, I think we should all try and like deceive and fit in, because like we really don't want him to think that we know anything.
Okay, so you want to try and
Okay.
go into the depths?
Yeah, and just like seem like we belong.
Okay.
Walking
You are
by.
stopped by 2 undead ogres who put their hands in front of you.
Riley looks at the ogres, uses Mask of Many Faces
Mm-hmm.
to make themselves look a little more ogre-ish, and
Okay.
is going to attempt to deceive them. And they will say, "We have returned to see Lord Tam,
Okay,
And
make
we
a
have brought the items that he needs.
As he's saying that, I have a hand on his shoulder, casting guidance.
Okay, so roll deception and then add
Yo, that's a nat 20.
roll a
Yeah,
d4 real
boy.
quick. Roll a d4.
Wow.
I want to see how big this is.
Sorry, you said a d4?
Yes. Okay, so 33 deception. As you say this, their eyes kind of like gloss over, and they let their hands free, and they let you pass. No, nothing said.
Keep up the good work, boys.
They just give a
That was
grunt as you descend into the depths. In here, it is fairly dim light, but you still get a good sight around what's all around you. Inside, you can see that it seems like it's just people moving product further and further in. You actually hit a point a few minutes in where there's a giant door, and on it is the hand of Vecna, just holding an eye, emblazoned, not like the actual hand of Vecna,
Right.
but it appears to be locked.
Can I hear anything on the other side of the door?
No.
It's just a big locked
But
door.
Mordos, you could definitely tell that there is a blackish green energy flowing from this door.
Is it an energy I've seen before, or is it?
It is the same energy that Tam used when he resurrected everyone in his city.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna quietly tell my companions there's some sort of necromancy going on inside. Mass necromancy. So there's a good chance Tam is in there casting a spell right now.
So should we go and say hello and carry out our nefarious plan?
Yes.
You guys want to try to open
So
it?
do we knock on the door? Do we try to
Yeah.
a lock? Do we try
think
to
before we-
dispel a magical lock?
Before we do that, we need to disguise Nimrand.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna tap him 3 times.
When you do, let's see how well he does this. Oh shit, that's not bad. So his shape seems to shift into what looks like the sort of cast. There's a few minor imperfections, like dents and scrapes, where he thought there would be. But beyond that, it looks like it's a perfect copy. And you can see that his aura is no longer one of radiance, but one of necrotic energy.
Okay. I'm gonna mind whisper. Good work. Holy shit.
He got into it.
He's
So-
really into this role.
We should probably knock, hey? That's what good
Yeah.
people would do.
Yep.
Alright.
You hear a clang,
We would do.
clang, clang, and there's no response.
Someone text him.
You up?
Yeah. And the door's
What's
locked,
that?
right? We can't just
Yeah,
push it open.
the door is locked. You try and open it, it doesn't move.
Nox, do you still have the finger?
I do have the finger.
Wait, you do?
Yeah, I put that in my special place.
So if you still have the finger, forget going to Tam right now. Let's go find his phylactery and kill that.
Well,
You-
we don't know necessarily. if
You
he kept
you
it.
were told that he probably moved it.
But if he's occupied, we have a chance to look for it.
I'm holding the finger.
He probably put it in a secret room that we don't know about.
There
because
is
we
no
didn't tell him.
keyhole for a finger.
I'm gonna put back the finger.
What you do see that there is sort of a depression of where a hand would be.
I'm gonna try to see if the fingerprint works.
It's a whole hand.
The whole
Maybe
That's
you
why I
might
did
use
this.
Your hand
That's why I did
because
this.
You're branded with Vecna's mark.
Oh, let's try that.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm gonna die.
You're smart, right?
I am. Yay!
I'm gonna do this and roll 20.
No.
You take 58 points of psychic damage.
Oh wait, can I
A natural
evade that
20
in
on
You
any
a
way?
cannot
saving
evade that because it is a save. It's
I'm
directing
fine.
your brain. You can't dodge out of the brain damage.
She rolled
I'm
a
still
natural
fine.
20 on a saving throw.
Yeah,
and
she
she
did.
Still lost.
So
Yup.
if you save, you usually take half damage, which
Not on
is
this one.
58 apparently. Well, you could have just lied and said it was half damage.
Whatever. No, that's the full damage.
She said that is.
So you take that and an image sears in your brain. The words "leave."
I think it wants me to leave, guys.
You all notice that Nox's nose is starting to bleed a little bit.
That's normal. It's fine.
Potion, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, do you have potions?
I usually bleed that in the morning.
I have one. I will
Morty,
give it to you.
where my potion?
I have a headache.
I have a greater healing potion. I'll give.
I
it
have
to Mel.
2, so I'll give her one.
Okay.
Okay. Don't give me a potion.
You
What
said
do I
greater.
roll?
48 plus 8.
Plus 8, you said?
Yes, sir, madam.
22.
There you go. You
Okay.
got 20 points back.
No, I have Quinn.
So then, how do we get through this door? Or perhaps we should take our bard's advice and attempt to find the phylactery back in the castle.
I feel like that's our only choice now. Now I have a headache.
My brain hurts.
My brain hurts.
Wait, do you want to take the potion from my potion too?
I mean, I'm at 102 points.
Oh no, never mind. I'll put it back in my bag.
Fine. It only
I'll
took
put
me
it
down
back
to
in the bag,
80.
back in the chest, and put the chest back on the ethereal.
Okay. I'm really tanky, okay?
Okay, I agree. We should go find the phylactery.
Okay, so you all leave.
As we're
Yes.
leaving, I'm just gonna say, sorry, Tim.
You hear no
Just in
response.
case. It's the principal.
Okay, so you guys go to the castle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It is dead quiet and there are no guards here.
I imagine we can try to go back to his room and see if the finger key still works.
Sure.
Can I see any energy of where? I'm imagining there's giving off some sort of energy, unless it's like enclosed in something.
You see nothing. You could assume he probably locked it up inside of something.
Okay. Then yeah, let's do that.
Morty, could you be able to see anything? Because you have the special vision?
I don't know.
Like, does
let
that
you
give
know
him
if I
any
see something.
advantage?
That's what he was just trying to do. He doesn't see anything.
Your special vision.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Specialize. Yeah, Riley, let's follow you. Let's go.
Okay, back to the room.
Okay,
Stealth
so you
in
go.
or invisibilify ourselves.
I'm
No,
just walking.
Let's not be suspicious, like at all.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys go up to his room and try and unlock it?
Yes.
You
With
notice
the finger.
You notice that it is a different keyhole than before.
Different finger? The jerk.
No, it looks like he actually has a key for it now.
Oh.
Oh, well, in that case, can we just pick it?
You can attempt to.
Can we
someone
check
detect
for
magic on the lock
magic?
first?
Yeah, Riley will do an arcana to see if they can detect any sort of.
Do you have detect
enchantments or
magic? Because
Because
that's what you want to use here.
I have it as a ritual, so I'll spend some time
Okay, yeah.
trying
So
to detect magic.
you spend some time to do it, and you notice that the door is magically enchanted with an evocation spell.
Okay. Can I remove it?
Dispel magic.
I have dispel magic.
Do it.
Okay. One quick sec. I gotta
Riley
look up-
says to her thrall.
Yeah.
"Do it."
Does
Just
detect
do
magic
it.
give us any insight into the level of the spell?
I am about to pull it up just now.
Okay, good.
Give me a
Is that-
hot
You can
minute.
do anything you want.
Wait, where?
I forgot that you're his.
They keep changing the character sheets, and my stuff keeps getting messed up. I have dispel magic. That's
You do not learn its level. You only learn its school.
okay.
Okay, and then I need to go to. Okay.
Any third level spell ends for each fourth level spell higher on the target. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
You make that ability check for me.
Well, yeah, that's why I was asking if I knew what level it was, because I
You
can
do.
cast it at a higher level and automatically end a higher level
You
spell.
do not know what level it is.
Oh god. Okay, Riley, how badly do you want this done?
Use it at your highest level you can.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I am going to cast dispel magic at 7th level.
Which does what?
Dispel,
Automatically
it
end.
automatically
Okay.
ends a spell that is 7th level or lower.
Make that ability check.
It's
Huh.
not an ability check.
No,
Oh, it's-
I'm saying you make that ability check. It doesn't auto dispel.
If
So-
it's level 7 or lower, it
It's
does.
not.
So it's higher than that?
Oh, yup.
Yeah. So
Okay.
spellcasting ability for you.
12. So no.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh, 90. Total or right now?
Total.
93.
Cool.
You're dead.
So you are stunned. Your body freezes.
I didn't touch it.
Doesn't matter. You triggered it.
You're just a fucking punching bag these days, eh?
His hands are out like this, and he doesn't move.
Someone hit him with a broom.
Yeah, all right.
Don't touch him directly.
He doesn't seem to react to anything. His eyes are no longer moving. His breathing has ceased.
Oh,
I
are
am
you dead?
Stunned and
Are you
not
petrified right now?
paralyzed. Petrified?
Yeah, you're pretty much petrified. But not in stone. Because that's dumb.
I'm Harry Potter petrified.
Yeah.
May I perform like a medicine check to maybe
Make that medicine check.
do something?
You know he's petrified as shit.
He's petrified.
Petrified, got it.
You know that normal petrification comes from a very particular kind of plant, and if you're able to actually know the actual toxin, you could help cure it. But this is magic petrification; it's out of your realm of knowledge.
I don't know what to do.
Let's put him in a chair again.
We could stand him like in a corner and blend in with the decorations of the castle.
What is going on right now?
I don't know.
Should we just wait for Tam to come, or like... I don't know.
Sorry, does anyone have anything that can remove the effects of petrification?
You know that a remove curse spell would work just fine.
Huh.
A
yes. Good
Remove
thing I don't
curse.
have
I don't have that.
How about speak with animals?
That nope. I'm gonna say that doesn't work.
No,
Can I
okay.
put him to sleep?
Oh god.
You put him to sleep, and he'll be petrified.
And still not breathing. So am I suffocating because I can't breathe?
that. No,
Slowly.
I don't think that's how it works.
You know that if he doesn't get air into his lungs, he'll die.
Yeah, my lungs can't move.
Luckily,
so-
you're a sailor, and you're accustomed to not breathing for a long amount of time.
Yes, I can hold my breath for. Oh god, I don't
Like
remember
20
that.
minutes or something? Something
Not 20
stupid like
minutes.
that?
But longer than twice the normal length,
Yeah. So
which is like, I don't know. I'll look it up. Keep going. I'm frozen.
Mouth to mouth.
Can
Morty,
so
you're
sorry,
up.
can you just quickly tell me the status effects that are affecting him again?
so he is petrified, and he is stunned. So basically, right now, because of this magic petrification, he cannot breathe, he cannot move, he cannot see, and he cannot hear, or speak. This is a custom
there-
thing. It's
are
not
there-
going to be in the
are there-
book.
Are there any limits on what can be done to him?
I'm going to say use your imagination.
Roman has no limits.
Oh god.
Just the floor, which he's always on.
I think Roman's gonna die now.
No, I'm gonna
Oh,
give him mouth to mouth.
Riley uses Sculptor of Flesh
To do what?
and transforms.
Oh no.
What's his face? Roman.
Into?
I don't know. What's useful? How about a?
A key?
we're in, I guess, a small corridor.
Yeah.
That's correct. Use a Sculptor of Flesh to turn Roman into a.
Coat right.
Jeez, I'm like looking at this long laundry list of like beasts, and I'm like, what's useful but not terrible?
What are they called?
Turns him into
Owlbears?
a panther.
Okay. When you get transformed, you are able to breathe again, Roman. Your faculties come
okay.
back to you, but you are now a cat and cannot speak.
Do I retain my mental faculties,
Yes.
or do I literally
do.
play from the Panther stat block?
You retain your mental faculties. You can think as you
Okay.
once did. You have your same saves for the mental stuff, but you take on the physical attributes.
Okay, I'm just going to look at Riley and give like big cat eyes and say thank you.
You hear?
Blink slowly.
So it looks like we're okay for an hour or so. But once they change back, I'm not sure if that'll have dealt with his other ailments.
You can attempt to save now on that, Roman, to try and
Okay.
not be a panther.
What is that? Another wisdom save?
I think it's a wisdom save.
Or well, oh, what was it last time? Oh, I didn't get to save last time.
Wouldn't you want to be a panther? That sounds cool.
Is
Okay,
there
wisdom save 13?
I don't think that beats his spell DC.
Okay,
So you're still
I'm
panther.
just rubbing myself like on Rylai.
Okay, that's pretty weird. So yeah,
Is there a cellar in this place?
you haven't really found one before. You shouldn't really look, but you can definitely search for one.
Yeah, I'd like to search and see if there's.
Investigation check, please.
Okay.
You really can't find one. If there is one, it's passing your vision.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Roman. What do you think, boy? Do you see anything?
Do I see anything? I mean,
Do you,
that cat's
do you-
eyes.
do you want to try and help him find a cellar?
Okay, from this hallway. Because Lord Tam's room is like upstairs, right? A cellar would be many floors below us.
I think he's just
So-
looking for a cellar for something else. Not a way to
Or
get
I'm
into
looking
his
for
room.
like a trap door or.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Another
can I do
entrance to-
investigation for
Yeah, investigation.
hidden doors and such?
Yep. You do not find
Nope.
one.
Licking your paws. Well,
Well, it seems like this is proving to be a little more challenging than it was last time.
can I do an Arcana check to see if there's kind of like a concentration of magic anywhere in the house?
You
Maybe it's
can.
emanating from somewhere.
You can. You find nothing.
Riley will do the same because
Okay. You
they
f-
know that Mordos
Nox finds nothing.
Not smart.
knows that their companions are super bad at
Riley
magic, and
found
that's
nothing.
Oh
where
wow!
Holy God.
So much talk,
Okay.
so little roll.
Can I do one of two things? Can I try Arcana check and or dispel magic again?
You cannot cast spells in a panther form.
Mhm.
You can make that Arcana check, but you won't have the same power as everyone else because your spell casting is kind of stunted right now. Yeah, no, you know nothing.
We stupid.
While you're all searching around, you see a familiar face walk in. This time, he appears to be wearing plate mail, has a shield with a hand and eye emblazoned on it, and he's wielding a longsword that appears to be emanating frost. And he says, "Oh dear, what have we here?"
Hello, Garanus. We were trying to find Lord Tam, and apparently
He
we thought
wishes
was
to
in
not
the
be
room,
disturbed.
But we found the magical items.
Prove it.
I'm just gonna kind of flash the hilt of
Sword.
Namaran.
And Riley pulls out the chromatic orb and then puts it back in their satchel.
Lay them down and kick them over to me.
That's a weird request to make, Garanus.
It's a cautious request.
And this
We were
is a
supposed to give
cautious
this
denial.
only to
What was that,
Lord Tim Tam.
Ted?
I'm cautiously declining. Let us talk to Tam. He's the one that
He's
charged us with this mission.
busy.
Why can't we talk to him? Well, then we'll wait.
Sorry, oh, Jesus, I gotta fucking find my other spells. Is Garanus, he's undead, right?
Yes. He is a white.
It's blah, 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 blah. Riley uses dominate person.
Is that working on dead?
It works on humanoids.
Oh shit, let me double check if he's actually a humanoid or if he's classification undead. Because that actually matters. Hot sec. 300.
What are you doing, John?
You should have dominated him.
Dominating.
Oh.
He is not a humanoid.
What?
Yep. He's classification undead, not humanoid.
Well, okay. Well, then I don't do that.
Okay.
Is he being aggressive?
Oh, he's
towards
being
us, or
very
just-
aggressive towards you.
Yeah, and we've
Okay.
never seen him in armor before, right?
Yeah. No, you've seen him in like leather, which is just
Yeah.
like a safety precaution, but like you've never seen him decked out with his full regalia, and he does actually have a symbol of Vecna on him.
Right.
Oh, he does.
That's what I was
So
alluding
it's
to.
kind of like he knows.
He knows.
that we can see
Yeah.
what's going on now.
Yeah.
Should
Kick
I
them
cast
over.
Whole
What's
Should I
up?
cast whole person on him,
You could try.
guys? Do we
I'm
want to
gonna
be that
say-
aggressive?
Hey, it's your life.
Yeah.
It's your life, man.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna cast it at. Wait, what's the
So,
do if I cast it at 5th?
it makes the DC higher, I think. Oh no, you can hold more people.
Oh, okay. So there's no advantage to
Yeah.
casting at a higher level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit. DC 17. That's pretty strong. Oh fuck, he rolled a 3. Yeah, he is now held. He drops his sword and shield, and he is now held in place. He's kind of like struggling to get out.
Riley looks at Nox and is just like,
Fuck yeah!
"That's a good one. That was a good one. Holy
You
shit!"
knew that was gonna
Hold
work.
person doesn't end when the target takes damage, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's-
As
let's
long as
chat
I'm
with him.
concentrating.
Yeah,
chat
so
with-
you can't.
I would like to.
So
He
remove
can't
his
talk.
armor.
just
He's completely paralyzed.
real quick. Bad Wolf concentration refers to you can't take damage or you make a saving throw. You can't cast another concentration spell, so you can't do like another like charm person on somebody else. It'll say in the spell if it has concentration on it, and that's really it.
So he's just held up
He's
to a
just
minute
held.
unless I can. Sucker.
He can still talk, by the way. He's not like
Yeah.
he's not paralyzed. He's just held in place.
I just imagine him like pinned.
Yeah, he's pinned in midair, basically. He's pinned in place.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna say, Garanus, you look stressed. You should take a load off. And I'm gonna start removing his armor.
Okay.
It's like kind of sexy, but
It'll take you about 10 minutes to remove all his armor.
let's not do that. Let's quickly ask him like how to get into the room.
I'm taking his armor off. You guys can ask him whatever you want.
Just so you know, that spell will end before you finish. You have 1 minute.
That's why I say we should just ask him how to get in the room.
We'll do that. then.
Let's disarm him and just.
He's already dropped his weapons and stuff, so
Okay.
he's thoroughly disarmed.
Could someone pick those up, please?
Don't touch them.
Don't touch them. Actually, yeah. I was like, never mind. I made the mistake before.
So do you guys want to ask him?
How do we get into this little room here?
You'll die before I give you the answer.
Can I charm person? Does it like stack?
It does, in fact, stack.
Okay.
So you can try and charm him.
How can I come out of panther form?
You can't.
You have to make a save DC,
Okay.
which I'll have you do in a second. He does not pass.
He's
All right.
so stupid.
Now,
it?
I think
What
you
is
can
it?
answer that simple little question my friend Riley just asked.
I don't know.
No. Where is Lord Tam?
He's in the crypts.
How do you get into the crypt?
Through a door.
Which door?
The door.
Yes,
What-
but how do we get through that door?
I don't know. You just asked me that.
God, you're so stupid. But how do we get through this door?
With a key.
Where's the key?
Tam has it.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's in the crypt. Is there any other way that we could access the vault that he's in, or the crypt he's in?
Yes.
How?
You could definitely tell that he's struggling. He
When you need him-
he refuses to answer the question. You tell
Can
that
we
there's-
search him to see if he has anything on him that
You
would
definitely
allow
try
us
and
to
search
go?
him.
Someone search him.
Here, I'm already trying to remove his armor, so I'll search him.
Okay, make that investigation check.
Investigation?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. So as you're searching,
95.
you kind of like try and check to see if he's wearing around his neck, and when you do, he actually bites you.
Oh!
Gross.
What a,
Ah,
What's your AC?
we have Zamdos.
it is 19.
Cool. You take the following damage.
Oh no.
You take 6 points of necrotic damage, as he rips a piece out of you.
Uh,
That is not nice for such a charming person.
And that's when you notice that the hold spell has dispelled.
Ooh, no. Can I cast it again or no?
You can roll for initiative.
So he's not charmed either anymore.
No, it appears that your last question kind of stopped him from being charmed.
Oops, that's a save, so it doesn't count. Ah, fuck.
Okay. All right. Now
Those
let's see what we
reds.
got here. Holy
Roman,
shit!
you should try to get his key, whatever's around his neck with your little mage hand. Oh, I have.
He was looking for
I'm a
something. He
panther.
didn't find anything. So oh shit. So it'd be Roman, and then Nox, of course. Riley, what's your dex? Oh, never mind. Sorry, you're gonna go before he does. Disregard it. Riley, Mordos, Garanus. Okay. Roman, it's your turn first.
I'm attacking as a panther, yes?
Yes, you are. Do you have the stats for a panther?
I do have
Okay.
the stat block for a panther.
Great. Beautiful.
So, let's see. I'm going to spring at him and claw. Can I only claw with one?
The claw attack
Or
is
do I get,
assuming
like-
you're attacking with both claws.
Okay.
So you don't get double damage. It's just like that's one attack.
Okay, but I don't get two attacks.
Does it say multi attack?
No.
Okay, then you don't get two attacks.
Let's see.
You get one attack per turn.
Oh wait, if the panther moves at least 20 feet straight forward, toward a creature right before hitting with a claw attack.
You
he
were
needs to make a strength save.
you were immediately
unless I'm
adjacent to
close-
him.
Never mind. 13
You miss.
to hit. Okay. I overshoot it being new to being a panther. And
Yeah, this is a new
over
experience
his
for you.
shoulder. I mean, dinosaur I was okay with.
Dinosaur, I'm okay with. But Panther? What's all this garbo?
Mammals?
Okay, that is gonna make it Nox's turn. Sorry.
Okay. So how far am I from him?
You're adjacent. You're immediately adjacent to him.
And and Roman is panther form right there, right?
Currently, yes. Mordos is also right there.
Oh, those are horrible.
Woof.
And I get my sneak attack,
You
right?
do get sneak attack.
Where's my sneak attack on this sheet?
Notes
There
on the right hand
it
side.
is.
Cool.
Okay.
So that is 36 points of damage. Good job.
Thank you, thank you. That was actually low.
That was on the low end.
Yeah, I
You
don't
actually
like
rolled
it.
ones for all your damage.
I know, I don't like it.
Okay, that's gonna make it Riley's turn.
Riley will just, being a little bit perturbed that they couldn't solve the door puzzle, just like opens up with like 3 Eldritch Blasts to like Garanus.
Do it up.
As in quick
Crit,
succession.
hit, miss. So your first attack does 16, and then wow, holy crap, dude, 28 points of damage. That
And
is
then like
a
one
lot.
underneath the leg like this.
You're a fancy boy. Okay, that is gonna make it Mordos' turn.
I'm going to, I guess I'm behind him right now.
You are currently behind him.
I'm gonna unsheathe Nemoran and as I bring him out, does his the cloak kind of wear off?
No, he keeps it up.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do 2 quick strikes against his plated back.
Do it up. Hit and miss.
And then 1 more jabbing in to finish it off.
Sure. Hit. Cool. So you do 20 points of damage there. Okay, so you do a fair bit of damage, but now he turns to you and he moves his hand out, and his blade just goes immediately back into his hand via some type of telekinesis.
He knows how to use the force.
He's a cheater! He's gonna make 2 attacks against Mordos, and both will hit. And you're gonna take the following damage. What's that? That's 15 cold damage.
Okay.
You're going to take 35 points of cold damage, and you're going to subtract 35 from your maximum hit points, as he appears to be draining your essence.
All right then.
And that's going to be Roman's turn.
Can I have attempted a save against
you can
being
try a
Panther
save.
at the end of my last turn?
Yes. I'll make a try.
Oh, was that wisdom again?
Yep.
Is that wisdom?
Yes.
18?
What's
this
your
time?
save DC, Riley?
Hang on, let me actually cast this again. So
Yeah,
I can-
sure. No worries.
19.
Nope. You miss. Still a Panther.
So I think Riley's concern is that okay, technical question. So polymorph doesn't say anything about status effects when you return to your form. All it talks about is damage.
Yeah,
and that so if
you will
if you're
figure it
damaged
out when it
in
ends.
Yeah, so there we go. That's why Riley is keeping the spell going.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm afraid that if you get out of
It's
Panther
to keep
form,
you
you'll
alive,
die.
basically, is their thought. Okay. So what do you want to do, Roman?
Well, I flew over his shoulder the last time when I missed, right?
Yep.
So I'm behind him.
You're now behind him. Yes.
So I'm going to try and claw him again.
Call that bad boy.
Which is... How do I do this? That. 22
Yeah, you
this
definitely hit him this time.
Okay, and that does a whole 1d4 plus 2 damage.
Hey, you
5
do
damage.
5 points of damage to him. Good job. You're
That's
helping.
precise house stat.
You did a thing.
You did a
You're
thing.
doing the thing.
I am actually being more effective as a panther than I am as a half elf.
Nox, your turn.
Okay, I don't know if I want to hold him or hit him. Does he look like he's taken any wear and tear?
He looks like he's been hurt, but he's slowly regenerating because of the attack he did on Mordos, it seems.
Okay, I'm gonna... How many spell slots do I have available?
Like 5, I think?
5?
Yeah, I think
right,
so.
so I've only used 1.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go hold person again.
Okay.
I can cast that, right?
Yes. Okay. Make that saving throw. He succeeds this time. So
Okay.
he's not held.
That's my turn.
Yep.
I got nothing else.
You can still move it if you like.
How close am I to him?
You're within 5 feet.
I'm gonna go like 10 feet back.
Okay.
Away
So
from him.
so you backstep a couple times and get ready for another attack. Riley. Your turn.
Riley will continue to bombard this. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you said that they're kind of regenerating a bit.
Yes.
Okay, so Riley will just continue to Eldritch Blast them in the face.
Nice. 2 hits
That's nice.
for 27 points of damage. Nice. Good job. Now it is going to be Mordos's turn.
Okay, how am I doing here? I'd like to just take a quick step back and use wholeness of body to get some of them HPs back.
Okay.
I just gotta remember how many that is. I think
It's your monk level in hit points, I think.
monk level times something.
Oh god, just click it.
Yeah, true. Spells.
It's under your notes on the on the right hand side of core.
Yeah. Wholeness of body. Motherfucker, where are you?
It's called wholeness of body.
Yeah, it's
Wholeness of. There we go.
there you go.
Sorry.
You get 20 hit points back.
Cool. And I'd like to move to the edge of the room
3 times.
and
What's your monk
use-
level?
12.
Oh, you should get 36 hit points back.
Hmm.
Not 24.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's that. And I also would like to use patient defense, I think,
Okay.
and just have a dodge action for if I'm
Sure.
ever attacked.
Remember, your hit points cannot exceed that 35 maximum reduction.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. It is now his turn, and he is going to wail on this panther that's been trying to claw his butt. What's your EC in panther form? Muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
12.
Okay.
Well,
So it hits you 2 times. And you take... that's 11. That's 19.
Stop there. I'm no longer a panther.
Okay. Well, hold on. You take 23 points of damage in cold, which he then regenerates. And you revert back to your humanoid form, and you appear to be breathing once more.
Yay!
It worked.
It seems like your backwards anti-curse worked.
That was good thinking, though.
Yeah, it was really good thinking.
I was just gonna let him die.
Kudos to you. So now that is going to make it Roman's turn again. You are now.
Yay, I
You
can
can now.
actually do shit.
You take in a big breath as you regain your form.
Yes, I will. Even though I had been breathing as a panther, I don't know.
Whatever. New lungs. Who dis?
Let's see. So I'm. So I'm right behind him. I'm right behind him.
Oh, by the way, your hit point
hands are
maximum
on-
is reduced by 23.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to mention that part. It's kind of important.
So the 23 points of damage that I took as a panther did not come off of my hit points as a humanoid.
Nope. But your maximum is still reduced, and your new current
So-
should match that new max.
Awesome. So I still took 20 points of damage as a humanoid.
Oh, yeah?
I have 70 hit points now. Okay. But anyway, I'm behind him. All my companions are immediately in front of him.
Except Mordos.
I'm behind.
You and Mordos are behind. Nox and Riley are in front.
That's fine. But we're all adjacent to him.
Yes, sir. Well, I don't know if Riley is. Riley, would you be adjacent casting spells, or would you be kind of behind?
A little bit further back,
actually,
I imagine, closer to the door.
Nox and Riley are kind of like away. They kind of both moved away. He's kind of focusing on you guys now, on you and Mordos.
Never mind then, if they're not close enough.
I'm like 15 feet behind.
Yeah,
you.
they're within 15 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just hanging out with
What I
them.
was going to try and do is dissonant whispers and get everybody an opportunity of attack as this guy runs away, but that's not going to work because nobody's standing right next to him except for me. Jeez, people.
God!
Oh, just so bad.
Work with me here. I'm going to try out one of my new ones and just lightning bolt.
Okay.
It's level 3,
Lightning
so I'll
bolt.
cast it
Lightning
there.
bolt.
DC 17 dex save for 28 points of lightning damage.
He passes. So he will take 14 points of damage.
Yes.
Pretty good.
There we go. Okay. Great. Good job. You did it. You did the
I
damage.
did something.
So now it is going to be Nox, your turn.
I'm gonna hit him with my blades.
Nice. Hit and
Man, that
miss.
sucks.
Get your sneak attack.
Whoa!
Fwah!
Yeah.
44 points of damage. You kind of just like jab in and just rip something out of him. It would have been an organ, but it's kind of just like a gas
It's like
sack.
a racing now.
It's like just a big gas-ish sack. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, actually. That's terrifying. Yeah, that's going to be Riley's turn. He appears to be on his last legs currently. Bo?
Sorry, I am looking for. Damn it, same thing. Humanoids. Always.
Always humanoids.
Riley is going to turn to Garanus and use Finger of Death.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh!
I didn't know he had that.
He got a nat 20,
Okay.
but he still
Still
takes
take half.
32 points of damage,
Yeah.
which you basically just fire a laser beam through him. It still penetrates him.
Have that?
You got fingered.
Okay.
Just an
He's kind of like
uncomfortable experience.
doubling over in pain as it's Mordos' turn.
Hit him with your stick.
I'll walk up to him and I'll say, "Are you ready to work with us now?"
Ooh.
He gives you no response because he's still doubling over in pain.
Kill him! I mean, I know he's dead, but just, kill him twice, I guess.
I'll put the end of my blade against the back of his neck, and I can say, "This doesn't need to end here for you."
Is that your
I
turn?
think it's a.
That's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, he. Let me see this. Oh, definitely. Yeah, he ducks and he does a side swipe at your legs.
Ooh.
What reactions do you have? Don't you have like?
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna light him on fire. But I want to see what he does to me first.
So he hits you 2 times, and you'll take the following damage.
As I begin exploding into flames.
Yeah. So you
More
take
D
15
damage.
cold damage, reduce it from your maximum, and he will make that. He fails that saving throw, so he does burst into flames, but he's still up.
Wow.
His flesh starting to melt off of his face. You can definitely tell that he is not supposed to be alive currently, but I need you to make a con saving throw.
Sure.
Yeah, you're able to resist the temptation to double over in pain as he attempts to cut through your tendons.
Okay.
He definitely cut one of them, but it's not to a point where you'll stop moving. That's going to make it Roman's turn.
I guess I will pull out Song and Dance.
Okay.
And 1, 2.
Doggo. Yeah, you hit both times. You do hit him for that damage, and he is still up. Your cuts seem to drive really deep, and you know you're landing these hits that a normal being would fall, but something is keeping him alive. Nox, your turn.
So, I'm gonna kill him, but I don't think I can. So, is it just he keeps coming back?
Yeah, it seems like for a split second, he dies, and then he just kind of gets back up.
Okay. I'm gonna put him to sleep.
Okay? He just kind of, like, drops. Yeah, he's not immune to sleep. Shit. I was like, please be immune to sleep? That's really broken? He's weak now! Put him to sleep!
Ago.
Yeah, he just drops.
Okay, can we
asshole.
search him now that
Yeah.
Why didn't we do this 15 minutes ago?
He just did that.
He's
now.
just sleepy now, I guess. He took a little nippy nap. Yeah, so he's asleep and you can search him. Make your investigation checks if you want to search him.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't think about that.
I'm like, I don't have a leg anymore. Like,
Yeah, you search him. He doesn't have anything on him, though.
I'm the worst.
Mordos,
Oh,
you
that's
can
the wrong
sense
one.
that Nemoran wants to slay this abomination. Even though he's incapacitated and helpless, he wants it to be dead.
yeah. I don't think this is a person, or it's just a machine now that's just like trying to kill us.
Yeah.
I'd like to slip my blade through the back of his neck
Okay.
while he's on the ground. I
As
don't know
you
if anyone else
do,
notices me do
as
that.
you do, you
but-
kind of just like slide it in. You feel him get back up,
Oh no.
awakening from his sleep, and he attacks you.
Damage wakes up sleep.
Do I do any damage to him when I,
You would
my
have
sword in his
normally.
neck?
Something about him is bringing him back to life. You take another 2 points of cold damage, and it gets reduced from your hit point maximum.
I'm just gonna look at Morty like,
All right, that's gonna make it Riley's turn.
As a bonus, can Rylai's do like an Arcana to see what type?
I'll let that be a free action.
Okay, cool. That's a crit.
You know that the thing bringing him back to life is undead resilience. It's an aspect when you're crafting an intelligent undead, is that if you try and kill it, they'll have to, in game terms, they'll have to make a Constitution saving throw, or be dead forever. He just keeps making these checks every time you guys kill him.
So it's not like we have to break any sort of link.
No, he just has to fail that check.
Okie dokie. Well then. And like when they come back, or rather when they make this check, like
They are brought back to
Do you-
1 hit point.
Okay, because I was going to ask, like, do they regenerate in some regard? Like,
No,
can we see
so
them
so
regenerate?
you also know from that check the way he was regenerating was with his sword.
Right.
So that's what's draining the life away from you guys.
Okay. In a hot second, just as Riley is just like,
Keep killing him, but get the sword away if you can.
and then Eldritch blasts him in the face.
Sure.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hit. Yeah, he keeps taking these shots. Yeah, and this time you actually blow him to pieces. He is blown
Never mind,
apart.
I'll just do it myself. Come it.
It's more like spirit bomb the way you do it, and he is just his body just degrades to liquid and bone. There's nothing
pleasant.
left of him that could be used,
Cool.
What an asshole.
and that's when you see a mark on embedded in his skull. What looks like it was carved in there. It looks like it's a rune of resurrection, which is what was keeping him alive.
Whoa.
God, I am not doing well right now.
Oh yeah, do you need to take a potion?
Well, I have 34 maximum hit points right now.
Never mind, don't take a
That's
potion.
your max now.
That's his max.
What fixes that? Greater restoration,
Any restoration spell.
but that has to be restoration.
It
not
has to be
just a
restoration.
healing
It
spell.
cannot be a healing spell.
I don't have that.
What if we take a sleep in like a hut or something?
Will not help. I think it's... Let me double check here. I'm pretty sure it's just restoration, though. But I will double check for you guys, because I'm a nice DM.
I'm just checking something here. Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, so this particular one will last until a long rest is finished. Or a greater restoration is used.
Okay.
Thought.
I don't have any
Oh,
spells
never
that
mind.
would
I
help.
can't. I don't have any. Never mind.
I think we need to recover spell slots and recover health, obviously.
Yeah.
We need a place to hide to do that.
Oh, by the way, another piece of Nemoran seems to unlock for you. His eye becomes, instead of like a lazy white, it becomes a glistening gold now. And you can tell that he has some type of power within him that he hasn't revealed yet.
Ooh. All right, then. Good to know.
So is this physically changing you or just inwardly?
Just the sword is like giving me some temporary power
Yeah.
while I still have them.
Okay.
You can
Also-
tell that,
oh,
that
man.
putting down this abomination was a major goal for him, and he's unlocked one of his greater powers.
Cool. Also, I forgot to change the Nemoran because you added another D6 or something.
I'll take it real quick.
So it doesn't matter, but like, yeah, for future.
I got it.
So what should we do, guys? Should we go rest up, like outside?
We need to find some, like Roman said, we need to find some place to hide and
Yeah.
rest up.
Yeah, and I don't have a mansion because I cast a spell magic at the spell slot in the one spell slot I have that can cast a mansion. So our best hiding place is useless right now.
Is there any way we
I mean,
can...
I can cast the hut, but we still have to hide the hut somewhere, and it's
Yeah, I think
much more
because
difficult to
Tam is so busy with like whatever they're doing, and we didn't see anyone in the village. I think we're safe to like move away from the village, or even if we move to like the outskirts of the woods and try and like find some place to rest there.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
Oh, we
do,
could-
do my 23 hit points that I lost off my max, do they come back after a long rest, or do I have to have those restored?
Same thing. It's either a long rest or greater restoration.
How
Okay.
far away was that cave that we went and killed the dragon in?
It was about half a day's travel.
Okay, never mind.
It's very far.
Well, it should just be, late morning now. We
Yeah.
could get there by evening. I think that's a good idea.
But how safely?
Who was that?
Yeah, who was that?
That was me. Sorry.
No,
I was
the-
thinking.
No, the...
The thing asking, but how safely?
That was me. It was just
What?
disembodied voice. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought it was like Nemoran asking.
Nope.
You know,
Nope. It was just disembodied voice. They all
um,
sound the same. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I think
you
we should
know-
just go out of the town. Even
Okay.
if we don't go that far.
I mean, I think we're gonna
Okay.
run the same amount of danger either way.
All right. So you
Okay.
guys leave the town.
No one else is concerned that there's a floating voice hanging around.
That's
God damn
just
it.
Crispy just being a dick.
Yeah, just be a dick. It's fine. Be a little dick. Okay, so you all leave the town pretty successfully. There's really nobody stopping you or anything like that. You do see sort of an offshoot that you could hide into. Looks like there's like a little thicket you could probably set up camp at.
Mhm.
I think that's where we're
Okay.
going to end today.
We do that.
Yep.
Set a fire. Cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Yeah, just be safe.
I'll be fine.
And that's where you guys end.
Yep.
Man,
Nice.
you guys
GG.
guys did a good job. Good job there today.
Good job.
Pretty good job.
Great job.
I only
that's
nearly died 3 times.
Oh, is
Yeah,
is,
you were-
is the
you were
end
at
game
it.
getting too difficult for you? Is high level play too hard?
Well, I'm not really sure because I'm not sure getting to do a whole lot of it because I go unconscious at the first hit of every encounter.
Let's see.
Maybe we should use our
Unconscious,
words, and not our
petrified,
swords.
almost died. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I love how you keep trying to do like super like sweet shit and then it just fails so bad.
You're like, oh, okay. No, that's fine.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
the last time I tried to unlock a door.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And had I,
Oh, man.
and honestly, had I rolled what? What was the spell save, or what was the level of that spell that was on the door?
Level 9. It was
Okay.
a maximum level
So
spell.
had I rolled,
It was
slightly
up
better-
there with Wish
Yeah,
Yeah.
and summoning a meteor from space.
yeah. Okay, but the odds of hitting 1 through 9,
Well, the
I
last
cast at
thing-
level 7.
Yeah.
So
you were pretty close. You just had a couple more spell slots, a couple high level spell slots. You probably would have gotten it, but
I had to get to 20 to get that. Anyway,
oh
game.
boy, oh boy, oh man, good game, guys.
Back.
Hmm.
So the tables have turned. Let's see how you guys resolve this next weekend. Guys, here's a part of the show where we talk about what's going on in our fancy lives.
Yeah.
Ted, what are you doing this week, buddy?
There's gonna be another video of Dumpster Boys. So
Another
check back.
Dumpster Boys.
I'm thinking probably Tuesday,
Okay.
or Wednesday if I'm a little late there. But yeah, this week another video will be coming up.
Sick. And
an
we've
eye
got. Are we going to record more this week as well?
Yeah, I'm open.
Sick.
So
Sick. All right, B-Dubs, what you got going on?
I think the internet here is finally fixed, which was causing apparently my stream to drop.
Oh, weird.
That was the problem. So I'm gonna try to stream again. Just follow.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Just
I'll do
just
it
follow
sometime.
the channels. Follow all the channels down below. And do you some good in your heart place.
In your heart, please.
Mr. Romeo Kilo 125, what's going on this week for you, buddy?
well, because the internet is better roundabouts here, we are going to be doing another episode of Training Dice coming back on Tuesday. So tune back in for that. That will be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Cool.
We're getting really heavy into it. Last episode, our party straight up walked into town and murdered a gang.
yeah,
okay.
valid, man.
Yeah.
Valid
Perfect.
putting in the work.
We'll see what happens with our budding murder hobos this week.
In all fairness, we tried not to kill people.
Hey, I think you failed. And what about Mr. John from Shell Games?
Just normal Shelf Game stuff. Every Monday the podcast goes up. This week we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch news that was announced in the last couple of days. So that goes up on Monday. You can find the Shelf Games podcast on iTunes and on Google Play, or you can check out our YouTube channel. Just search for Shelf Games, and you can find all of the past live streams, all the Let's Plays that go up throughout the week, plus the podcast post there as well.
Excellent. Cool.
Plus some live streams. Twitch.tv/shelfgames.
There you go. As for me, I am doing several different games this week. Tomorrow, depending on what my poll on Twitter says, either Bloodborne or Final Fantasy 15. And then throughout the week, we'll be doing more live streams of stuff like Mass Effect. Want to get through that before Andromeda comes out. And we've got more of this next weekend. Beyond that, you can always follow all of our stuff in our social media. Twitter.com/weighted_dice. You can always hit us up on YouTube. Our YouTube page is in chat presently. There you go. Beautiful. There you go. Subscribe to all that stuff. You see our previous episodes and some tutorials and reviews that we're planning on doing in the future. Beyond that, a little bit of news. We are actually looking for more players/DMs. If you know somebody or you want to apply as a DM or a player for the channel, either shoot us a message there or waiteddnd@gmail.com. Email us, tell you why you want to join up, and we'll talk. We'll be in talks. But I think we are pretty much done, unless anyone else wants to talk about anything going on in the future you guys want to bring up.
Nope.
Nothing.
Beautiful. All right. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. We love you. Hope to see you around next time. As always, roll some dice or something. Bow!
There she is.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.